Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Yeah. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. Yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work.
What's going on, people? What's going on? We are back in the building. We are back on the map. Before we get started here, guys, I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me? Press 2 if you can't. Let's go, y'all. Whoops, I don't want it to play again. Let me cut it off. There we go. We getting started here. What's going on, people? What's going on? It's that dude named Dave. I'm back with TDND Live. It is Friday. Welcome to the weekend. I am your host with the most, TDND here. I see a couple of ones here, so I can do my monologue here to get started here. You guys see the title. You guys see the thumbnail. I'm running this to the ground, guys. I don't care. When we get more information, we get some receipts, we gonna talk about it. Corey Holcomb was right about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Oh, yes. We're gonna react to a couple of videos. One's a little bit older that I missed, and one is new that we're gonna talk about today because we're gonna run this to the ground here, guys. So we're gonna talk about today. If we got time, we might got a few moments for some dick-nanigans. Everything's dick-nanigans, guys. Everything's dick-nanigans here, right? But let's do the intro here, guys. Welcome that dude named Dave. Welcome to TDND Live, where we talk about a multitude of topics regarding politics, pop culture, relationships within the black diaspora. Like I say in all my videos here, as I'm recording this here, well, not just recording, we are live on the mic here because we live stream these bad boys here. So when mistakes happen, you know when mistakes happen. I'm a one-man crew here, one-man show, and as we're doing this show here, we on the road to 25,000 subscribers. The channel's growing. The tribe is getting bigger here. So I appreciate everybody that is hitting the like button. You got to do that, guys. Let's get it out the way. I need likes up in the building, okay? I'm an independent black content creator. So you know that that means, guys? Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. You see that Cash App ticket there, $, that dude named Dave, and we got the memberships below, guys, to show y'all support and love here, guys, because I got to be honest. These lives ain't free, y'all. Some of y'all want to treat these lives like they free, but I got to keep imploring to y'all that, hey, if you guys want more of these lives, you got to show the support and love. I get it. It's Christmas time. Y'all broke. You've been spending money on your wives. You've been spending money on your baby mamas. You've been spending money on your side chicks, right? So before I get into the show here, let me tell y'all, if you guys are short on cash, you guys need to do some last minute shopping, right? Well, look no further. That dude named Dave will be able to help you out because now I'm an affiliate partner with Teemu, y'all. So there means no Teemu hate in the game here. So if you guys saw last live stream as well as see this live stream here and going forward, if you go in the description box below, you guys can get an authorization code as well as discounts for Teemu, guys. $100 coupon bundle. That's right. And if you download the Teemu app, you'll get an additional 30% off, y'all. Come on, who want that? Like, I know some of y'all got jokes about Teemu, but here's the thing, though. Everybody has different levels of pricing depending on what you're shopping, what you're looking for here. And guys, ladies love Teemu, okay? It's easy to shop for women than it is to shop for guys, right? So do yourselves a solid. Christmas is, was it Wednesday? Christmas is Wednesday. You got this last weekend to do some last minute shopping. I get it. You need to go to the mall. You need to go get some nice, smelly, good stuff and everything. But if you need to get some last minute items, some clothing, apparel, whatever the case may be, go in the description box below, guys. Your boy is an affiliate brand partner with Teemu. You got a $100 coupon bundle, as well as you download the app, you get an additional 30% off. Yes, and here's the reason why I'm bringing that out to you guys, right? Because if y'all can't support in the live streams here, whether the super chat, super thanks, super stickers, or the Cash App, or join the memberships group here, you guys buy some on Teemu with my codes, then there's a little bit of kickbacking for me. Everybody wins. You get your side piece of Christmas gifting, and then Teemu hits your boy back in the back end here. Everybody wins. Your side chick is happy, wifey is happy, the kids are happy, and you not in the doghouse going to New Year's, guys. Yes, indeedy. So here's what we're going to do here, guys. I'm going to holla at the chat. We're not going to long stroke y'all, right? We're going to holler at the chat. I'm going to see who's here. I'm going to talk to the regular just for a few moments as the notifications are going out. We just hit the go live button, and then we going to get into it. So who's in the building here, guys? Shout out to my man, Pooh Man, the #1 wrench on my channel here. He got the big boy wrench. Say, become the AIC memberships. Y'all see that in the chat there. Go for it. You can follow me on Twitter. Thank you again, Pooh Man. IG, you can follow me on Instagram. And like I said, you see this, the Cash App as well, the ticker below there. And guys, when I take the Cash App ticker away, it's also in the description box below. Everything you need to know about me will be in the description box below. We're going to throw a lot more coupons and codes for Teemu, guys. Since we just got started, I wanted to throw the big boy out there. The $100 coupon bundle plus 30% off. I got more stuff, guys. We got 20% off certain items, 30% off certain items outside the downloaded app, 35% items. Yeah, I'm hawking some stuff right now. I'm not even hawking. I'm trying to get Teemu. We brand affiliated here. So, got to show love to the partner game. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that, Pooh Man, with the Cash App there as well. What's going on? Derek Gaines says, Derek, come on. You ain't going to beat Pooh Man. Derek, you need to understand something. Pooh Man is first to every video. You ain't going to beat this man to be the first commenter. He got you beat, man. Yo, TDND, day spots in Chicago. Well, that's kind of, are you here live right now, Derek? I'll get back to you on that one. Hold on. Derek be asking me some random ass questions, right? Derek, do you see the title of the show? You be going random, hither and thither, here and fro, there and back, and here and yonder, brother. I need you to stay on the subject here. Talking about TDND Sports Talk. Is it me, or am I the only one that don't care about the Heisman Trophy with college players making money? Now, what's the point? The Heisman does matter. It's an award. You give awards to people who were the best their position or best overall. Just like in the NFL, you get the MVP. Same thing, NBA, the MVP, the scoring champion. awards still matter, man. That's how it goes. They ain't gonna go away. And then once you're the Heisman, you're considered the best player in college football for that year. So you have that big ass trophy, and every year you get to show up at the enshrinement ceremony where all your other brothers, quote unquote, who won the award years before, they are part of an elite class. It matters, man. Yes, it does. Thank you. Hit the like button. Appreciate it. Let me say here, I'm done with you, Derek, all right? What's going on, Jay Walker? Let's go. We in the building on this Friday. Hope y'all doing all right. Guys, it's cold out here in Chicago, guys. I mean, yesterday it started snowing, and then it started coming out snowing even harder. Today it's sticking. I actually woke up this morning and shoveled my driveway. That's how much snow we got today. Yeah. I mean, some people could have said, Dave, you didn't have to shovel your driveway. The sun would have melted it. I don't like that patted down snow on my driveway, so I get the little ice slick spots there and everything. So I just went there while the snow was still soft and shoveled that bad boy. That's why my back hurts a little bit, but we all right, though. We gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? Derek, if you ain't first, you're last. That's right, Pooh Man. Ricky Bobby, baby. Ricky Bobby in the building. Yeah, shout out to you, Pooh Man and Derek. Hey, before we get started here, we got the first holla of the night, guys. Hey, shout out to Miss Coleman. I get to say this before we get started. I love it when y'all make the chat turn colors. Miss Coleman is here with the first holla. We're putting the blue chat in the building. We got the $2 holla. Says, that dude named Dave in chat. Salute emojis. Shout out to Miss Coleman in the building here. How you doing, love? Hey, before we get started, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with the holla. First one of the night, guys. Hey, y'all should know this by now. When I do these live streams, and it doesn't matter if it's a small holla or a big holla. When I get that first one in there, it's okay now. Somebody dropped a little bit of coinage on your boy here. I got to give you a show. See, it doesn't matter how small the holla is or how big it is. When you produce for me, I gotta produce for you. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me make sure I get set up over here, guys. 1 second here. Hold on. Whoops. Don't want to make sure I'm live over here. There we go. Let's do that here. Move that. Thank you, Miss Coleman. I appreciate you guys. Y'all don't know, it's hard being a YouTuber. It's hard being a content creator. These lives get harder and harder as it goes on. I mean, like the way I'm able to do it, host the show, but man, just certain days, you just ain't got the energy or the mojo. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know if I want to pull up. As soon as I hit go live, the energy kicks in, but it gets harder and harder. So thank you, Miss Coleman. I appreciate the holla. You guys have no idea that when y'all support us like this, man, it's like, you really like me. You really, really like me. Yeah, that was lame, Dave. It doesn't matter, though. Thank you, Miss Coleman. I appreciate you. Let's see who's else in the building here. Yes, RIP to Kevin Samuels. I like playing that money track. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. Hey, guys, you will always see some sort of resemblance of Kevin Samuels' channel because me and him share the same birthday, y'all. That's right. So you guys know every year when it's birthday, when we have my birthday, we celebrate Kevin Samuels as well. March 13th, guys, right around the corner. Your boy's turning 45 this time around, guys. Yeah. We middle-aged. You guys see the gray hair here, Shout out to the trolls. I don't get why some of these trolls here, right? I'm going to get to the chat. We're going to get started here. These trolls that's been commenting on my shorts regarding Corey Holcomb, regarding Miss Cheyenne Bryant, And these trolls are not even original no more, guys. Like, I literally had a troll just make a comment today saying 2 words. You're gay. Really? That's the best you can do, trolls? Like, not even witty, not a little curveball zinger or a comment that made me say, damn, you got me here. All you can say is, oh, you're gay. Really? Are we 13? Like, my 15-year-old niece has better comebacks than that. And the picture showed a grown-ass man here, right? I swear, we got some janky-ass dudes in these YouTube streets. We got some janky-ass, simp-ass dudes out here watching content and commenting on content creators. I swear, I don't know what happened to men these days, guys. I love my FBA brothers and sisters, but I swear, I don't know who these trolls out here or y'all just some janky, got your pants stuck up in your ass type of ninjas. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to the chat here so we get this show started here. Okay, y'all can hear me with the ones here. Thank you. Miss Coleman with the double one. Derek with the one. Thank you, Derek. I ain't got to time you out here. Appreciate that. 1 + 1, still one thing. Hey, G Walker, you got it here. You ain't trying to get timed out. I appreciate you. What's going on, Vince? Hell yeah, it's the weekend. Shout out to you, Vince. Good to see you. Dave, is that a stylish motorcycle jacket you have on? No, it's a cardigan. Derek, can you see? Are you blind, brother? This is a cardigan. What are we talking about here? Talking about a motorcycle jacket. Get your boy, man. What's going on, General? It's been a minute, man, but glad you're here, man. Good to see you. You can hear me with the one. That's what's going on here. Hey, we got my girl, Miss Cheyenne. Not Cheyenne Bryant here, but we got Cheyenne. She's driving home from work. I'll be ninja watching. She didn't change her picture, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, Miss Cheyenne there. She in Arizona. She got the hair all curlied up here, throwing the thirst trap pics on your boy here. She knows what girls ain't stupid, guys. When you see women doing certain things, it's not by accident. It is not by accident. It is very deliberate. And she be thirst trapping the chat. She thirst traps me. She thirst traps this YouTube game here. And you wanna know something? I ain't mad at you. Keep third trapping me, all right? Keep doing it. I like it, all right? I ain't gonna hold you on it, okay? What's going on, Jay? We in this. That's right. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah. It says Dr. Nannikins. Hey, come on. Yeah, the Dick Nannikins. Yes, we getting started here. Yes, indeed. We said 25K on the way. What you say, TDND? We gonna get there. We're going to get there. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep grinding and doing our thing. We're going to get to 25K pretty soon. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Hey, we got the second holla of the day here as I'm going down the chat here. Shout out to General Washington. Also dropping the $2 holla. Keep the blue plates passing, guys, because y'all in the church of TDND and it's Friday night. You could be serving the Lord, but you hollering at your boy here. Just a couple of words here, guys. For the fund. Thank you, brother. Hey, my man, General, brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the second super of the night. Oh, man, y'all showing your boy some love here, man. We about to get heavy in the chat here. Derek says, become a member and get Teemu right to your door. That's right, Derek. You finally got the code now. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate you. Who was it? General said, Teemu has nice stuff on that. They do. They get here's the thing, Teemu gets a bad break because people buy the cheap stuff and then wonder why the cheap stuff don't last. That happens in any website, any e-commerce place you go to. You buy the cheap stuff, you're going to get the cheap quality. You go buy a little bit more expensive things, you get better quality. That's how it goes. It all depends on how much you're spending, baby. Teemu got great things, and I'm giving y'all the coupons. Description box, $100 coupon bundle, plus 30% off when you download the app. Come on, baby, let's go. Let me scroll down the chat here, see what's going on here. Grits and Bacon's in the building. What's going on, Grits and Bacon? Pinball, what's going on? AIC Mobile in Virginia. Good to see. Hey, shout out to I got this out here going. Shout out to my truck drivers, whether you got the big rigs, whether you UPS, whether you FedEx, whatever, how you drive your Amazon drivers. You're on the road. It's cold out here right now. Christmas coming up. Be safe out there. Keep your eyes out there. That's the beauty about me and my live streams. Once you click onto me, I got you for about 2 or 3 hours. So you don't got to worry about going back to back to back, finding new stuff to listen to. When you put me on, just sit back and enjoy your drive, Pinball. Be safe out there in the road. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Teemu got Kango hats. They do, Derek? Oh, I didn't know that. Shout out to Teemu and the Kango hats, baby. Yeah, I needed me a new Kango. See, I didn't bought no new hats lately because my hair and my hair's been growing so much, it's kind of hard, with the hairstyle here. But I might have to check that out, man. I need I need a new Kango. It's been a minute. You old school, and I said I need a Kango. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Yeah, let me scroll down here. Susan in the building said it ain't no joke. They called the long stroke. We ain't long stroking today. We're not long stroking today. I'm just going through the chat. How the regulars will get started here. Keith, what's going on, Keith, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, what up to the tribe, man? Chucky's in the building. Hey, Dave, not play my email I sent last week. You killing me. What's good? Man, I got a gang of emails, man. It's hard to keep up. I got a gang of emails, brother. It's hard to keep up. I've been getting deluge of emails from people. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for kind of like a producer. I've been looking around, people who could do thumbnails, who can also do editing, because the channel's growing and it's time to take it to the next level. And I've been interviewing a whole bunch of cats here, Chucky, and I'm getting guys and women who don't tailor to what I'm looking for here. So if you're into the art game and you know thumbnails, you do editing, shoot your boy emails in the description box below. That dude named Dave@gmail.com. Right? Because the game is getting harder for me to do everything by myself, and I will be paying. Now, I ain't gonna be paying like Anton Daniels now. No. Anton's looking for a new a producer and editor and stuff like that, and he's talking about paying this cat $100,000 a year. But basically, Anton's gonna have someone in house. We ain't that big yet. We just cracked 20,000 subscribers. We pay on the per work basis. It ain't no salary gig here. But if you guys got good work, you understand my audience that we're part of FBA Bro Sisters. We part of the Black Diaspora. Guys, if you gonna show me your portfolio and I see nothing but white content creators, or your content looks like it appeals to the white demographic here, that ain't gonna work for me. Okay, so if you're an editor, if you do good artwork, and then you can tailor it to what this show is, what the chat is, the Ain't-ish crew, the tribe members, holla at your boy, okay? Appreciate that. Sorry, Chucky, I'm playing catch up, man. I'm playing catch up. Let's scroll down here. Let's see here. I'm just getting to the rest of the chat here. Who else here? What's going on, Skull Nation? Good to see you. Let's see here. Who else in the building? What's going on, Harris? Yeah, welcome to the chat. So I know you trolling, Derek. Derek, I know you trolling, but I ain't timed you out yet because you're doing light trolling. So it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's scroll down here. I don't have my assets out. It don't matter if you got your assets out, Cheyenne. You got the pretty face and the curly hair. You doing your thizzle. Don't start with me, girl. Don't start with me. Cheyenne gonna time out day. Nah, Pinball. Cheyenne gonna get timed out. She good to go here. Let's see. Pinball says Friday night Dick Nanigans. Let's go. Yeah, what's going on, George Smith? George Smith's in the building. Hey, we got my man Upper Man in the building. What's going on to my Cali brother, man? Shout out to Upper Man. He also is showing support and love, pushing the blue plate in the chat with the $4.99, $5 holla. We give you that upgrade like Kanye did the Beyonce here. But check it out, guys. It's a super sticker. So Upper Man has no questions, no comments. He dropped this holla for the straight love of the game, y'all. My man Upper Man is in the building. Hey, Upper Man. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the super sticker. Oh, man, y'all helping the kid out here, man. We about to get started here in a second, man. I just want to holla at the rest of the chat here, and we're going to get started here. We just hit go live, guys. We just hit go live. So I appreciate y'all, man. Let's see who else is in the building. Shout out to MOP. What's going on, MOP? MOP's in the building, man. Good to see you. Okay, what's going on, Randall? In the building, good to see you. Hey, we got First Man Gaming also coming in with the holla, putting the $2 holla. The blue plates are passed. Guys, keep passing these blue plates, guys, because when we get started, we gonna get started. My man says, for the love of the game, support black male media. Thank you, First Man Gaming. Oh, man, y'all helping the kid out, man. Oh, man. Hey. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Oh, man. Blue plates in the building, guys. Blue plates are in the building here. Let me see here. Let me get that. All right. Let me scroll down here. Who else we got here? Let's see here. Who else in the building before we get started? Derek does. I bought some. Thank you, Derek. If you bought some, oh, man, you helping the kid out, man. Thank you. Let's see here. Who else in the building here? Dave, I heard you can get Kia off Teemu. For real? You got jokes. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down here. First Man Gaming. I see you in the building. I'm seeing everybody saying salute. A lot of love in the building, man. I love this love from my FBA brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Sheila? Sheila's in the building. What's going on, Keith? Can we all hit the like button? Yes, like button, baby. Hit the like button, guys. We just got started. Cooking with Cheyenne, says Pinball. Yeah, that's funny, brother. That's funny. What's going on, Jurgen? Yeah, yes, indeedy. Hey, as we getting started here, guys, TD&D roll call. City, state, zip, area code, rep where you from. You know me where I'm at here. I'm in the 630 Chicagoland suburb. Stand up. Let's go, baby. Yes, indeedy. What's going on, Rod Walker in the building, man? Hey, I was cracking up with Rod Walker. We was in Upper Echelon's channel less than an hour ago, and Key was over here doing her true crime story, and that was a crazy ass story, Rod, wasn't it? I mean, it was a lot of bussy going down. That's all. Hey, I'm not trying to turn it that way, but that's what it was, Rod. It was a whole bunch of bussy action going on with that true crime thriller. Guys, go and check out Upper Echelon's channel, Upper Echelon Sports Bar. Key and Upper Echelon host that boxing channel. We had a lot of fun in there. Let's see here. Who else in the building here? Derek said, Dave, my daughter just told me she needs new clothes. Dave, Teemu, here I come. Thank you. Support Derek. Thank you. Support the channel, man. Go ahead and use my affiliate code, $100 coupon bundle, 30% off you download the app, baby, for Teemu. Yeah. Said that was sick as hell, wasn't it? Let's see here. West side Detroit. Yes, thank you. Okay, we got east side Detroit for a pinball. We're doing the TD&D roll call. Shout out to Detroit in the building. Detroit's heavy in the house, man. Let's see who else we got here. Yes. Oh, you in the west side of Detroit. Shout out to you, Miss Coleman. Midwest heavy in the building here. Yeah. We got Houston in the building. Shout out to H-Town. What up, Texas? Yeah, right in the building. First Man Gaming. Fort Lauderdale to Hampton, VA. Okay. You traveling on there. Sheila, she used to be where I was at. She used to be repping the Chicagoland here, Chicago, but she now in Puerto Rico. That's 787. Holla at your girl, Sheila. That's what's up. Sheila out there doing it. Yeah, Callie in the building. Good to see you. Chris says, East Point is here. That's what's up here. Keith talking about Louisiana in the house. That 985 in the building. What's going on, baby? MOP dropping that Wilmington, Delaware 302. Guys, if you're starting a business, go hit up Delaware to get that tax break, baby. Tax break, Wilmington, Delaware. Hit that up, man. Chris Jet 313, I see you. George Smith dropping that Naptown next door to me, Indianapolis, man. Naptown's in the building. Good to see you, man. Derek says he's in the natty, cold, rainy, lonely. Where's Janesta? Yeah, she in the building, man. Yes, it's nasty out here as well in Chicago, man. Tampa, AIC, that's right, Pinball. I know where you represent. Shout out to you. Says, I'll be back in the Chi in the spring soon as I get better. Oh, yeah, don't come now, Sheila. It's cold. It's snowing. It snowed last night today, guys. Don't come now. So, yeah, wait till spring, girl. Wait till spring. You ain't got to do all that. Okay, let's see here. Please don't call me Miss Coleman. I call everybody Miss something. Sorry, that's my lingo. That's what I do. I call everybody Miss. What he's saying here, he said, Miss Cole, what's your phone number? She said 777-9311. Oh, okay. That's Derek doing that. Gotcha. MOP said it was snowing here in Wilmington an hour ago. Oh, man, that's what's up. So, guys, we're about to get started here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Oh, man. Excuse me. Sorry I didn't pull up on Thursday, guys. I wanted to do this live stream yesterday. I just had a whole bunch of shenanigans. I forgot. I don't do shenanigans. We do dick-nanigans around here. Yeah, I had a gang of dick-nanigans yesterday. My daughter, ended the winter break came in, the schedule kind of got mixed up. I was trying to see if I get my hair cut and my locks done yesterday, and I was going back and forth with the lady who does my hair, and I was going back and forth with the barber who does my hair, and then my daughter's school, everything got janky. So it was all said and done. I didn't get nothing done. I didn't even live stream yesterday. I didn't make no content yesterday. I was all over the place. So today, I couldn't even get my locks done, but I said, I got to get a haircut. I was looking rough, guys. I was looking down bad. I needed a lining so bad. I needed a clean up here. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I could not come back to these YouTube streets without a little bit of crispiness here. So shout out to my man Byron, who runs Headquarters Barbershop in Bolingbrook, Illinois. That's right. I said it. Bolingbrook, Illinois. Shout out to my man Byron. He runs that shop there, cuts dope hair. He got a gang of barbers there, as well as beauticians who does hair, as well as girls who does locks as well. So if y'all in the Chicagoland area and you need your haircut done, shout out to my man Byron, who runs Headquarters Barbershop in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Okay. So also when I get my locks done, I get them done at Fades, Braids, and Locks in Aurora, Illinois. Shout out to them as well. I'm shouting out to all. These are Black-owned businesses, guys. Right? I tell you, shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters. We in here, we heavy, right? So I shout out to also the business owners who are also FBA, doing their thing out here in the Chicagoland suburbs. They do good hair, they cut hair, they do women's hair, men's hair, all the same. So shout out to my peoples, man. So Let's get this party started here. Wait, so Upper Man says, that dude named Dave, live and direct from Bloomington, Cali, 909, 75 degrees and breezy. Gonna hit the range tomorrow. Gotta keep those groups tight. Man, you gonna hit the driving range? Man, we can't golf no more out here in Chicago. I can't wait till the weather breaks so I can get back out to the driving range, man. I need to get back out there. I gotta get my game back, baby. You know, I gotta get my game back. You know, so I can't wait to start golfing again, guys. Okay, we're going to get started here in a brief moment here. So just want to say shout out to the AIC. Shout out to the Ninja Watchers, okay? The Ninja Watchers are people who are working. They driving, they busy, taking care of their kids, whether you're out here you're probably cooking for dinner tonight and you can't be in the chat. So I just want to send a shout out to my Ninja Watchers. Y'all lurking, y'all hiding, y'all falling back in the cut, but make sure y'all press the like button if y'all Ninja watching, okay? Also, let me send a shout out to the replay game. Okay, y'all couldn't be here live, but y'all got the notification and you couldn't click the button, or maybe you didn't get the notification and then y'all see us when we get done here. So shout out to the replay gang, because they are heavy as well, because not only from the live audience, but the replay, we get a lot of views from that as well. And like I said, shout out to the wrench gang, people who got wrenches. Shout out to the members, shout out to people who are the members. You know what I'm saying? We dropped the members only content. We dropped 2 videos a couple of days ago. So we in here and we're heavy, guys. Thank you very much. Okay. Now that we got the house cleaned out the way, can I be honest with you guys? It's been several months, plural, maybe like a half a year or so, where TD&D, that dude named Dave, has not had a drink on a live stream here. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your boy got a little bit of old fashioned in the tank. I ain't had a sip yet, guys, but you know what happens when Dave has just a little bit of something. Demon Dave might come out here, okay? What's going on? Lisa Martin says, sorry, working? Hey, you Ninja watching. All right, you working, get your game on. She said, working, but definitely watching. Listen to the background, always like a ninja. Appreciate you, Lisa. See, I have not seen your name before. If I have been a long time, hey, shout out to the Ninja Watchers. I get it. You put me on and then you go back to work. It's all good. Go back into the shadows. Go back into the shadows. As long as you still listening and watching. That's what's going on. Times with that dude named Dave. Chat, respect, and blessed. Stay healthy and balanced in life. Focus, motivated. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you. So Dave back to stealing juice boxes? No. We actually got alcohol tonight, guys. I don't know what's going to happen when we get started here. I haven't even taken my first sip, but it's Friday. It's the weekend. I'm not on call for work here. So why not take a first sip here? Guys, you wait till my reaction. You're going to see if it's real alcohol or not. Hold on. Okay, guys. Woo. Yeah, you can tell that's the real. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that dark look to put the hair in your chest. Okay, I can't confirm or deny how bad or how good this live stream is going to be now, because the boy took in a few sips here. Look at Sheila. She's like, yay, Dave. Look at Upper Man talking about, y'all looking for Demon Dave, and I ain't got the red on. Okay, y'all ain't right here. Sheila says, someone needs a drink for me. I still got 2.5. Well, I'm drinking for you, Sheila. I didn't even see your comment, okay? I'm drinking for you, okay? There we go. Let me see here. Let me pull this off here. Okay, guys. We about to get cooking here. Pinball said, remember the last time? Wait a minute. He said, remember the last time you were drinking while you were streaming? Too funny. Yeah, man, we're gonna get it going. Okay, guys, before we get into it, I don't have any other introduction topics, right? I don't have any other stories to lead into it here. We're going to get into Corey Holcomb and Cheyenne Bryant again, guys, right? With no introductions here like that, we're going to get right into it here. But I got to remind you guys, but besides this live stream here, if you have missed any content, whether it's the shorts, short form content, reaction videos, if you're a member and you didn't see the members group drops here after this live stream, make sure you go to the channel, look at the joints you missed, put it on cue, and then pull it up here. You know what I'm saying? Not Wednesday's live stream, but Monday's live stream. We had a technical difficulties here, right? And I have no problem talking bad about myself because I'm a one-man show. I'm the producer, I'm the director, I'm the writer, I'm the host, I'm the lighting guy, I'm the camera guy. All this stuff is done by me, right? And I was messing with my soundboard, and out of nowhere on Monday, I hit the wrong button that made me sound
like this here, where I was sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin!
Right? But you see, it's off right now because I wasn't paying attention to my soundboard and I didn't see the red button blinking like
this when I was talking for about a good 20-25 minutes and y'all hear the voice, right? It's like, what is wrong with this guy? You come into the channel and you hear me cooking, but I sound like this when I'm
supposed to sound like this. Okay, so things happen. It's a one-man crew here. We made a mistake, but you know what though? Y'all were laughing y'all asses off in the chat, guys. that's a downfall for me. But you know what though? Hey, it's content, right? And if it makes y'all coming back to keep y'all laughing, it is what it is. Because you can't take yourself too seriously in this content creation game, guys, because we gonna make mistakes. We gonna have snafus. We can't hold on to it. Oh my God, I can't believe
I sounded this janky here. And I was over here, people just like trying to get my attention and didn't know what I was saying.
When I'm supposed to be sounding like this. You know, you sing the Christmas song? Oh, yeah.
What Christmas song do you want me to sing in this pitch here? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got different pitches too.
Hold on, let me see what different sounds we got here. Hold on. Oh yeah, I haven't done this in a while, right? Normally when I get pissed off at the trolls, I would get the megaphone out so I could yell to the Raptors in the back of back in the rows there that y'all can hear me. That dude Dave is here in the building. We back in the building. You see, we got a whole bunch of buttons here. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of sounds. You know what I mean? And I made a little mistake. I kept talking
like this for about 30 minutes, and I was cooking, and I thought that I'd be able to rip that part of the video for a separate standalone video, but how it's gonna look me sounding like this for a video? People be like, who the hell is this ninja?
You know what I mean? So yeah, we back in the building. What's going on, Quick? We got Quick in the audience, man. How you doing, brother? Let's do this here. All right. Let me do this here, guys. Let me scroll back up. Anybody else come in? What's going on, Thomas? Thomas in the building. Good to see you. Dave, Rey Mysterio Sr. For real? Rey Mysterio passed away? Oh, man. Oh, we lost another wrestler. Shout out to Rey Mysterio, man. Oh, man, that's sad to hear, man. We got to get it going. Oh, sorry. Damn, shout out to Rey Mysterio. Okay, guys. So I'm taking the banner down for the Cash App, guys. If you guys want to support the Cash App, it's in the description box below. $ that dude named Dave and everything. So let's get started here, guys. Now, if you guys been following my channel, you've been seeing the content. If this is your first time here, you will be seeing the content when you actually do the search. We've been reacting to Corey Holcomb because he's been going in. When I say going in, he discovered a few things about a particular person named Cheyenne Bryant. I'm not going to give you the full rundown because I've done that several times. I'll just do the quick, you know, because he has noticed, he knows people of her, and it's like, yo, how are you calling yourself a doctor when you're not really a doctor? So I made a couple reaction videos on it, and I came to learn to find out that Cheyenne Bryant, she actually is hiring people. She actually hires a company to go after and attack YouTube channels like myself here. And how do I know that, guys? Look at my comment section, because I don't think that every single one of Cheyenne Bryant's fan base or subscribers or people who rock with her cannot be this goddamn stupid. What's going on, Peter? Guys, I gotta be honest with you. If you guys see my comment section from the shorts and the reaction videos, and that's the thing that people don't realize, I respond to almost every single comment. If I don't respond to the comment, it's because the YouTube don't post it for me where I miss it. Because sometimes a comment will pull up like later and I don't see it on my end, and I actually got to go to the actual video to see all the comments here, right? So I do not believe that Cheyenne Bryant supporters cannot be all this goddamn stupid. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making no lies here. Like, I literally had people come into my comment section and say, that dude named Dave, TND, you know what you're talking about. My daughter just graduated high school and she pre-med. I was like, what? Your daughter ain't no goddamn pre-med. She what are you talking about? She's an undergrad as a biology major. Your daughter ain't no goddamn Doogie Howser. What are we talking about here? And so many folks that want to run to the defense of her saying, Dave, she is a doctor. You don't know nothing. Here's the thing that I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired of. Us in the black community is real easily swayed by people who look like us, and especially as someone who got a pretty smile and a nice little body, and then they'll come out and say something, and we believe everything they say. And that's the thing that I want to tell my peoples out here. Shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters. The people who will scam you, the people who will rob you is the ones who will look just like you guys. I've never been robbed or taken for by a white man. I haven't been robbed or taken for by a Chinese man. But you want to know something? A whole bunch of ninjas in the past try to get me and get me got. You know what I'm saying? We are easily able to be swayed because somebody tells you something and we don't want to do our own due diligence and say, hey, wait a minute. She said this here, but something that she's saying is not adding up. It doesn't sound right. It's not passing the smell test here, because at this point in the game right now, if somebody claimed to be a doctor and everybody was questioning your status as a doctor, wouldn't you want to go ahead and put it out there so the haters can shut up? Like, look, guys, not only did I graduate from these schools here is my degrees, here's everything that's here that I have to showcase that I have the title of doctor in front of my name here, right? And the reason why I have a problem with this here, because I know people personally who are doctors. I know one of my best friends who passed away last year from cancer. I was there front and center for her being an undergraduate to the time that she moved to North Carolina, where she worked at Duke University, and she started her own practice where that she was a fully licensed practicing doctor before she found out she had cancer and she left us last year, right? So I take it personally where I saw somebody from the bottom to the top. Saw them go through school, saw them go through med prep, saw actually go through med school, see them get their license, see them go through postgraduate residency here, then moving in and working in a major hospital and starting their own practice, right? And then when I see somebody who claims to be a doctor and claims to be helping people, but it doesn't add up because she can shut all of us up here. And I want to say something here, guys. Let's say here. I'm not playing it today. Time your ass out. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. We got receipts. We got receipts. Time your ass out. We got receipts. We ain't here for it. This is what we see. This is what we talk about. Why it's timed out here. I ain't playing with people today, all right? Time your ass out here. Nope. This is a dictatorship. This is not a democracy here, right? We are going in on scammers. And we're not gonna stop until the scamming stops. Here's my thing, guys. Before we get to the videos, before we react here, right? I would not have a problem with Cheyenne Bryant if she literally came out saying that I'm a life coach, right? Because anybody can be a life coach. And I curse out everybody else who's a damn life coach who don't deserve, who talking to life coach and stuff and they ain't really no damn life coach, right? I've seen content creators, I've seen videos of young men, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 years old, right? What happened? I timed somebody out, MOP. That's what happened. Anyways, replay gang. Hey, guys, replay gang. Rewind back. You can scrub back, okay? So, when I see young men talking about their 25, 26, 27 years old, talking about their life coaches, I see the same thing too. I'm like, shut your janky up. How the hell you 25 years old, you're a goddamn life coach? You ain't even lived life yet. I remember when I was 25 years old. I'd be damned if I'm saying I was a life coach trying to give people advice. I wish I was 25 years old 20 years ago talking about I'm a life coach. You know what I would hope someone would tell me? Hey, Dave, shut the up. I would hope people will tell me that if I was 25, 26, 27 years old, talking about, hey, men, here's how you can make your relationship better. Who the hell is this little young-ass ninja trying to give life advice? Hey, man, shut the up. That's how I would look at it here. And if she claimed to be a life coach, she'll be in that same category. All right, then. Go ahead and be a life coach. You know, it's on YouTube. You get yourself a monetized channel. Get your money. I ain't going to respect you. And you know why I'm not going to respect people like that? Here's where I go in at. How can you really give concrete, solid advice if you don't even have the real world experience to even give your own peer review on things occurring here? And I'm saying that to Miss Cheyenne Bryant here because how is she able to successfully, hear that key, guys, to successfully give women advice regarding relationships when she is north of 40 years old, never been married, does not have any kids whatsoever? I have a problem with people acting like authoritative figures because they're saying it because I say so. I'm gonna keep it a buck here, guys. If you are not married, you should not be giving relationship advice. If you are, let's say that, take away marriage out. Let's say that you don't want the government into your relationship. I can understand that because how many marriages end in divorce by women initiated? Most men are not doing the right thing by getting sound, concrete prenups more than enough time to protect yourself so she don't take you and your assets. I get that. So we got a lot of people here who are saying, Dave, I'm never getting married, or if I have a long-time partner, I'm not introducing the state in my situation here. I understand that. That is perfectly fine. So then let's say that you are in a long-term committed relationship. She can't even comment on anything like that. Like, how is she able? Tribe, hear me out here. Humor me out here. How is a doctor able to give concrete advice if she does not have her license? So since she don't have her license, that means that she did not go through postgraduate residency, which means that she is not studying for 3 to 7 years in a hospital or at a practice under doctors and other nurses who are actually in the game for years and years and years. They get to see people while they're learning their craft, learning to be a doctor. You're seeing so many things so that you build your repertoire, you build your experience so that you can give people the right advice on what needs to happen with them if they come into your office. But this is a woman who did not get her license, did not go through postgraduate residency here, and is somebody who is giving advice to other women saying, this is what you need to do. And you know what the standards that she's using? She's using Cam Newton, how she blew up. She's using the Nick Cannons of the world. Men who are 1% of the 1%. And shout out to Kevin Samuels because he put this out there when so many women were calling him when his show was on before he passed away over 2.5, almost 3 years ago now, right? We do not include athletes, entertainers, ball players, etc. when we talk about men when it comes to dating for ladies, because these men are the exception and not the rule. Most men are not going to be of Nick Cannon's caliber. When I say that, going to be on MTV, producing shows, hosting mad shows, being an actor, things of that nature, right? Most people will not be Cam Newton. 99% of the world will not be Cam Newton, who was a Heisman Trophy winner, who was the #1 pick in the draft. He won the national championship in the SEC at Auburn. Then he took a terrible Carolina Panthers team. I think they won 1 or 2 games when they drafted him, to the point they were perennial playoff teams, where that then he took them to the Super Bowl and was a few plays away from being a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And she's giving women advice on how to navigate these type of men. These type of men are less than 1% of the 1%. And women are in the comment section watching her saying, you go, girl. Go, girl. You go. Yeah. Oh, that's my sister. You go, girl. Go, girl. Yeah. I'ma get me a man. I'ma get me a Nick Cannon, but Nick Cannon's gonna know how he's gonna treat and respect me. What? what? Like, she's giving advice on the men that she interacts with. And the ironic thing is, none of these men have locked her down, when we say. None of these men she has never married. None of these men she's even given kids to, right? So I would have no problem if she was just someone who's a life coach that's just trying to get paid on the internet and have a whole bunch of dusty, ignorant-ass, babbling women who just want to hear what they want to hear. That's everything on the internet. Like I said, you got 28-year-olds talking about their life coach. You guys remember the roommates? Like 2-3 years ago, guys? Remember that dude, Afeez? Remember, I went on him 2 or 3 years ago, and it wasn't me saying being a small YouTuber going after a big channel. This is me saying man to man, dude, you need to shut the up. How the hell you 30 years old, been married for a year, trying to give men marriage advice? See, I go in, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, guys. You're a man, you're a woman. It's just equal opportunity when we talk about it here. Because sometimes some people need to sit down. Some people need to shut up. Some people need to actually gain some experience. This dude, a couple years ago, his channel failed and flopped here because he tried to go to a different direction, and then he tried to go after just racist things, shout out to just pearly things. At that time, it was like, will she lose her channel? And she lost her channel too. You know, all the people that we've been reacting to is falling off the wayside here. But my thing is, dude, you're 30 years old. You've been married for 8 months. How in the hell that you're trying to give men who are in their 40s and 50s advice when I've lived a decade longer than you, so there's things in life that I know that you couldn't even tell me about. You couldn't experience it and couldn't give me the right advice. So I'm equal opportunity when I hear ignorant-ass people giving people advice when it's like, you're not even an authoritative figure to be even talking right now. And what do I mean by this here before we get to the videos here? I went to a therapist about 6-7 years ago. And the reason why I did this because one of my best friends went through a divorce. And he had a hard time navigating certain dynamics because, you know, it's a lot when you're breaking up with your girl and you got a kid and things of that nature. And he was like, yo, Dave, you need to check this doctor out, man. She helped me out for my divorce. And I was like, all right, then, you know, everybody keep talking about you go need to see a doctor, see a therapist or a psychologist, get your stuff out on the table. It's going to help you in your relationships long term. I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this, right? Hey, before I get into the story here, let me go ahead and get Jay Walker. She came here with the $5 holla, dropping the green plate in the chat. We got the first green in the chat, guys. We've been dropping blues. We got green. She says, good evening, tribe. TDND with that emoji there. There we go. Jay Walker's in the building. Just became a member, too. Hey, hold on. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right back at you with the green super. Appreciate you, Jay Walker. New member here. New member tribe here, right? So I went to see this doctor because, like, it would help. Everybody says that you should see somebody, talk things out. You know, you should never keep things in, right? And here's the thing I'm going to tell you guys. She was a white woman who was married with kids. So when it came to certain relationships and I asked certain questions, she was able to give me certain answers. Here's the problem with that, guys, with her. She was a white woman. So a lot of my issues wasn't just family dynamics. It was family dynamics navigating in the FBA family and home. Whether it's my dad who's passed away, my brother who's passed away, you know, my mother, you know, my daughter, my niece. We're FBA here. We're foundational Black Americans here. There's no tethering going on here, guys, right? So every time that we had major discussions about family that went into culture and race, she didn't have any answers for it. She couldn't explain anything to me. If anything, I was explaining something to her every single time. So it was me teaching her as not the other way around, where that she was giving me sound counsel advice. And here's what I learned here. In that situation where I was at, a Black married woman would have been better than that white woman. A Black divorced woman would have been better than that married white woman. But you wanna know something? A divorced Black man or a married Black man would have been the ideal situation for me if I had went that route. Why is that, guys? Because when you get to a certain age, you gotta deal with people who understands the lanes in life that you're going through here. People who's experienced it. And I will say this 100% of the time. I would rather take a divorced person's advice or counsel over a single person, because at least someone who's divorced has went through the whole situation. He or she's been married, seen the ups, seen the downs, seen the end of a relationship here, right? There is so much experience in a failed relationship, and then understanding where that person may have got it wrong, or they understand that their partner may have got it wrong, or a combination of the two, and then that changes their worldview on how they talk to people and how they give advice. Somebody who's at least gone through it and failed is better than somebody who's never been through it at all. And so that's the problem that I have with Cheyenne Bryant giving the advice here, because I just look at so many black women who are just searching for something. They're just looking for something, basically saying, yes, that's our girl. We want this to be because she's attractive. She got a little plickety-plack body, guys. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's keep it a buck here. She got a nice little body. You know what I'm saying? She cute. She's attractive. You know what I'm saying? And that helps in all aspects of life. Like, you can't, if you're gonna be ugly, you gotta be great at what you do. Let's keep it a buck, guys. If you are ugly, hey, I hate to say, sorry if you ugly out there. You know if you ugly in this is a middle-aged crowd. We got people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s who watch my channel, right? If you in your 40s and 50s, your ass know if you ugly. Your ass know that you are lacking in the looks, male or female, but you know that if you are attractive, handsome, good looking, fine, whatever it is, your body is plickety-plow, fellas, you in the gym getting brolic, that helps with so much whatever aspect that you have in life. And so that helps her out to be attractive. People see, oh my God, she's a doctor? And she good looking too? Oh, I gotta hear what she gotta say. Excuse me. But I just have this issue where that she could have shut up all the haters by now. She could have put out her credentials, but she's not going to do that because she is very, very smart and slick how she did her Breakfast Club interview, guys. When she was on the Breakfast Club and how she mentioned about, I knew when she said that the professor asked who's going to get licensed and everybody raised their hand but her. I was born that night, guys. I was not born last night. But you know what, though? A lot of folks were born that night when they heard her speak this here. She literally thought that she was cooking, giving the explanation that while you are already in school, you are telling folks that I'm not going to get licensed, which means that I'm not going to go through residency here. I'm just going to go to school, take these classes here, go through some clinicals, and I'm just going to call myself a doctor. People missed the point that she was openly telling people on the Breakfast Club that she was not going to be a doctor. I don't care what you're saying here. If you're telling me that you are currently enrolled in med school, or you're going through what you're going through, whatever field of doctor you want to be here, and you are saying off the rip, I'm not going to get my license. I'm not going to go through post-residency here. That should be it. What, guys? Ding, 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 ding. Red flag, red flag. Or when I had my audio issues the other day, it's like this.
Ding, 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 ding. Red flag, red flag.
That's right, guys. Red flag there, right? You know, then we're going to get into it here. But the way that she's giving advice and the way that she's trying to intrude on people's relationships, a sound mind doctor who's been in the game is not going to move the way she moves. There's a level of decorum. There's a level of respect. There's a level of professionalism that if you are a doctor, if you used to be a doctor, or you're currently a doctor, or let's just say that you're making so much money on social media, you decide that you don't want to practice regularly now because you use your schooling to go ahead and become a doctor, get residency here, then you did your rounds, and you say, you know, I'm getting to the bag now on social media now. I paid my dues. I have the background. I got the certification, things of that nature. Now we're going to get to the bag this way here. That's different. That's different, people. said she's a 304 doctor. Hey, come on, man. Welcome to the chat, Michael Ryder. Okay, so we got some new people in here. Keith said she's a head doctor. Corey exposed her already. Yes. Here's what we're going to do here, guys. I am doing this again because I want to show love to another content creator who is bringing receipts to the game, right? We're reacting to two videos. One, we're going back to Corey Holcomb for a particular portion in his live stream about a month ago, right? And then we're gonna react to a video from Riva TV, guys. She's been a content creator since before I got in the game. I saw her videos before. I remember when I dropped my first video, right? And so her channel has grown and big now. She's like over 200,000 subscribers right now. And she was actually on Corey Holcomb's live stream about a month ago here, right? So what I want to do is I want to play the portion of Corey's live stream when she was on there and what she noticed that what we're saying here. And then what I want to do after that fact here, I want to tease y'all here. She dropped another video and she did a lot of receipts, a lot of backing up, a little bit of investigative work here. So I was like, you know what though? We're gonna react to the reactor. It's kind of like, you know, what's that movie? With I forgot that. What's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Inception. We're going to levels of reaction videos. We're gonna go to like second or third level in Inception here, right? So likes up in the building, guys. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. Please, likes up in the building here. Wait, before I move on here, let me double check I ain't got any Cash Apps here. Hold on, guys. I just want to say, okay, yeah, we do got a Cash App, guys. I didn't have it open here. So before we get to the first video here, shout out to my main man, Quick is in the building here. Let me see here. 1 second here. Okay, there we go. Just popped up here. Quick is here with the $5 Cash App, guys. If you want to support in the Cash App, it's in the description box below. $ that dude named Dave. Quick in the building. The $5 holla says for tip for the TD&D bucket. My man Quick is in the building, man. Shout out to my Louisiana brother, man. He out there in New Orleans getting it in. Brother Quick, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And right back at you with the Cash App. Appreciate y'all. Y'all can support same way. Cash App, description box below, $ that dude named Dave. Also, you see this is a monetized channel, so you see that $ flashing there. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. And if you're on the desktop memberships, we got 2 levels, guys. Thank you, Quick. I appreciate the Cash App, man. Can't leave nobody behind. I gotta let y'all know something too as well. I do my little, like, when I do my little thing, when y'all donate to the channel, it's because I appreciate every single penny that you guys contribute to me. There's content creators out here who people actually give supers or Cash Apps and they don't even acknowledge the subscribers. I don't believe in that, people. If y'all throw a holler at me, I gotta acknowledge that and let the whole tribe see, everybody who's ninja watching or replay gang know that y'all supporting the channel. So I just want y'all to know that thank you very much when y'all support the channel. And before I even get to the next one here, let me see here. Well, Upper Man coming here now with another super here. He dropping the $1.99, $2 holla, pushing the blue plate in the chat, guys. I love it when y'all make the chat turn colors, y'all. My man Upper Man says, gotta run errands for a while. Ninja watching activated. Thank you, brother. I get it. You gotta get your work done, man. Hey, yo. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And right back at you with the Ninja Watch Super. Hey, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Rod Taylor in the building said, did someone give her an honorary doctorate and it went over her head? I'm not sure if she got an honorary doctorate, but here's the thing, though. On Cam Newton's channel, I did a reaction to another woman, you can see it on my live stream, who was also a doctor. But she even stated that she received an honorary degree, but she doesn't put doctor in front of her name because she recognizes it's an honorary degree. So, you know, she's like, yes, I have an honorary doctorate, but I don't go by doctor because I didn't go through it and I don't want to disrespect people who are actually doctors. So when she put that out there right on Front Street here, I can appreciate that. Here's another beautiful woman, you know, she had herself done up, but she realized like, yo, I got an honorary degree. I'm not a real doctor. I'm a doctor, but I'm not a real doctor like that. I didn't put in the book work. I didn't put the hours in. I didn't do the coursework. I didn't do the clinicals. I didn't go to residency here. I didn't work the floor in the hospital. I didn't work with nurses. I didn't do none of that stuff. That's the thing, guys. There's so many levels to doctors. And here's one thing, too, before I even play the first video. If she would have said, hey, I did do this here. Here's my credentials. Here's the proof here, right? But now that I'm on social media and I'm finding no way to help people, I'm going to let my license expire, or it's still valid here in this particular state, but this is what I'm going to do going forward here. Like, all right, then we good. And I want to say this for the record also too, guys. If she ever does produce real receipts, I will have no problem making a couple of videos saying I was wrong. She produced proof, and she's a legit doctor. We're going to give her that grace. That has not happened yet, because this could end yesterday. This could end 2 weeks ago. This could have ended a month ago. This could have ended 2 months ago, right? But no, the reason why she ain't producing those receipts because she don't got them. And for the people who come in my comment section like, Dave, she got this and that. You going by her own website? I didn't know we looked in people's websites. Like, people create their own website and they put their about page, and then because it's on their website, we're gonna believe them when we already see things that's looking a little suspect. Hey, come on, stop playing with me, y'all. Stop playing with me, guys. Okay, guys, here's what we're gonna do here. I wanna play this first part of Riva, guys. Shout out to Riva TV, right? What, wrong one. Here we go, guys. Riva TV, her channel's growing. She's like over 200,000 subscribers. What I want to do is I want to showcase the interaction between her and Corey when she was on the show about a month ago. Shout out to Corey Holcomb, because lately he has been giving YouTubers their shine who is doing the work in the black diaspora here. He had House of Hypocrites on there a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to House of Hypocrites, man. I know you lost your monetization. Got to fight that back, bro. I know they said 3 months, but you know, there's got to be ways to dispute that, brother. We rocking with you, man. So he had House of Hypocrites on there, and so he had Riva on that before here. So what I want to do is just play a portion of their conversation, but listen to the key points that she is breaking down here regarding Miss Cheyenne Bryant. So let's get to the video, guys.
Thanks, sister.
Oh, before we get started, guys, I've been having StreamYard issues. Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear the video. I don't want this keeping going on forever and you guys can't see, because I talked to StreamYard. There's a little bit of a bug that's going on right now. So press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear the video, guys. Let's go.
But the first thing is that the first time I saw, you know, Dr. Bryant, we don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure if it's like Dr. Dre kind of Dr. Bryant or Dr. Bryant. I don't know.
Right.
But
we ain't found no license on the bitch. My bad. Go ahead.
She aftermath doctor.
I'm not sure. But, well, before we even get into what I'm going to say, I want to talk about that. You know, but the first thing is that the first time I saw, you know, Dr. Bryant, we don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure if it's like Dr. Dre kind of Dr. Bryant or Dr. Bryant. I don't know.
Right.
Sure. But
we ain't found no license on the bitch. My bad. Go ahead.
She aftermath doctor.
I'm not sure. But, well, before we even get into what I'm going to say, I want to talk about that. You know, I think that if you're in a space that you are helping people or aiding people, right? And if you are in a space of wanting to see better in the community or whatever the case is, I would assume that if somebody questioned your credentials or questioned your background, there would kind of be no offense to that, because it's understandable, right? When Kevin Samuels was out and he was talking, every platform that he went on, people always ask, why are you qualified to give this information? And he always said the same thing. So you being a doctor, just in my personal, you know, opinion, no shade, I'm just being honest, you would assume that if somebody, you know, questioned it or brought it up, that there wouldn't be something to kind of be defensive about. You know what I mean?
Yes, I definitely agree. I just don't.
Before Corey continues here, right? That is a great point that River brings up here, because you're not going to get mad and call people trolls. You're not going to be giving people names and saying people are low IQ, low vibrational. They don't know what they're talking about, right? Because if I have the credentials and went through the school and went through the hard work, I'm going to laugh at y'all. I'm going to be like, y'all trolls are funny. Here's what I got here. I'm not going to get defensive. I'm like, y'all just want me to look bad, but let me shut y'all up. Here y'all go, right? So that is a great point here. You're not going to get defensive if people question you. All you're going to do is saying, do y'all really want me to drop this receipt so y'all can look stupid? But you're not going to be like saying, please believe me, y'all low IQ, y'all low vibration. Let's continue, y'all.
I don't want to sound like them cluckhead motherfuckers on the Breakfast Club egging on some, yeah, tell them, yeah. All them cluckhead motherfuckers.
Yeah, I would just assume that it would be something that's kind of like, you know, natural. But the first time that I saw anything was when I reacted to the situation with Cam Newton, right? That took the internet by wildfire. And I noticed immediately that there was a little bit of hypocrisy in the things that she's saying. There's some stuff that she said that I agree with. I mean, I can agree with anyone. You know, I'm a very understanding and open person. So somebody talking or speaking about anything, there's a lot of things that can resonate and can be true, you know, but I thought that, as you know, starting off with that conversation with Cam Newton, which is her claim to fame, you know, in this space, I noticed that, you know, she was very adamant on him doing things in a particular way. And I think as women, we understand that when it comes to relationships, you as a woman, you're only in control, but so much. You're not the leading factor of the household, of relationships. You don't have a say when you go from girlfriend to wife. You know, you don't have that control. You only have control over if you're doing the right thing and playing the role, if he will give you that opportunity. So I think in the way in which she was kind of demanding, oh, you got to do this, it's, you know, just, again, this is no shade. I know a lot of women don't agree with my way of thinking, you know, in some shape or form, but kind of like, who are you to tell this man who's created all this family structure exactly the way in which you feel he's supposed to be able to do that?
Well put. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Do you think that you can cheat on someone that's not your wife?
No.
I think the bigger question is, what is cheating?
Well, of course. That's why I asked you, what is
Like,
cheating?
what does
If
that
you're
even
not
mean?
married to that person, can you cheat on that person? Of course, this is opinion.
I mean, if you want to go by systematic ways, I would assume the answer would be no, right? Because all these same women with this same narrative are like, oh, well, you know, until he put a ring on it, I'm a single woman. So, you know, he can't expect me to cook, clean, and do all these things. So how can we now hold him to a certain standard if you don't have that mindset?
Yeah, man. It's like,
Again, that's hypocrisy.
Yep.
You know?
it is hypocrisy. I don't want to throw you off because I want you to get your chance to say what you want to say, because like this is our first time really doing a show like this, and I'm proud of you, sister. That's what you're doing way in this. I noticed nothing but above. No, I don't know of them.
It's a lot to me.
Not as real, because I know. I'm like, okay, here goes the light. You know, there's not that many lights on the internet. It's a whole bunch of dark switches.
And there's a way you can check your subscriptions, your subscribers. I mean, and
You be presenting what's some shit. It's understand.
What you said.
your research is top notch.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why I said analytical. You know, I really pay attention when people speak. I watch.
Did you say anal little hoe? No, I'm fucking with you.
Ain't no little hoes, some ain't no big hoes in Hollywood.
We just fucking with you. We silly. Hey, do you want to make any other points? Because I can sit down and listen to you talk.
Yes, I'll take you. I'll take you on a date.
I did.
Craig said he want to take you on a date. I think she got somebody, Craig.
That's what she was about to say.
A lot of more
Sister.
points.
That's right,
Yeah.
sister.
I did.
Wait, before she continues here, guys, let me get to this Cash App, guys. Shout out to my man Keith Williams in the building. He came in the Cash App, guys. That was a good spot for me to stop here before she starts cooking more here. Keith dropped a $2 holla in the Cash App here saying, for yo, chill, TD&D, that's my baby mama. For real, Keith? You want me to chill, Keith? Hey, damn, only $2 to chill? Hey, come on, brother. Hey, shout out Keith in the Cash App here, guys. Hey, Keith. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the Cash App. Okay, guys, thank you, Keith. I didn't want Keith to be hanging too long here. He dropped the $2 holla. You guys can support the same way as well. If you just came in here, Cash App, description box below, $, that dude named Dave, or super chat, super thanks, super stickers. Let's get back to the video now. Let's hear her cook some more about Cheyenne Bryant, guys. Let's continue.
I did want to touch on a couple things. Just, you know, one thing that a couple things caught me from that particular interview. Because if we're going to talk about her in general and the whole thing, I think we'd be here all day. But one of the things was when she mentioned on the Breakfast Club that she would sit down with Jasmine. I thought that was disrespectful.
It was.
I thought that was I thought that was because, in my opinion, okay, and this is all my opinion.
She was trying to
did not
flirt with
come from-
Jasmine. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
She was trying to flirt with Jasmine because I know how she
feel like-
moved.
In my opinion, it came across in a way of, you say that you want to help, you say that you want the family structure, you say that you want the community, but how many times does Jasmine have to scream from the rooftop that she's happy in her relationship, she understands who he is, she is his balance, and she's not going anywhere? Why is it does it seem from the internet, and obviously because they're all piggybacking off of, Dr. Bryant, they're trying to force her to, they're like, oh, you're happy? No, I don't think so. Are you sure?
You see how smart she is, though? Like, that's a great point.
Divisive. It's very divisive. Like, you want the family structure, but, and I gotta say this, okay? Because I have to be really honest, but again, this is all my opinion. Nobody can get mad at me for this is my observation, my opinion.
They get mad at you no matter what you do, but go ahead,
Correct.
sister.
It comes off as, you didn't like the fact that Cam is so strong and his masculine. You didn't like the fact that he has the ability to have options. And so what you want to do is get into her head, pull it apart, so that then you can say, oh, yeah, we have stripped Cam of anything. See, I was right. Now
Girl's
we got
a
another one
genius.
on our team.
Hold on. Before this continues here, guys, this is why I'm playing this video, because this is a great point. And I want to ask the chat as well. And if you're in the replay game, come in the regular comment section. Unless a person's life is in jeopardy, unless a person's health is in dire straits, have you ever seen any type of doctor interject themselves into a family or person's dynamic, basically telling them to come talk to them to help them out when the person saying, no, I don't want to hear anything else? Press a 1 in the chat if you ever seen a doctor done this before. Press a 2 saying, nah, Dave, this ain't right. Like, press a 1 in the chat if you've seen this before. I haven't seen this before. That an actual doctor is interjecting themselves into people's personal business who did not ask for that doctor's help and their life was not in jeopardy. I've never seen that before, guys. So that right there, I question, because if you was really a doctor, I think going through post-residency, working in a hospital, working on the floor, you would learn so many things from older doctors, male and female, other nurses, whether they're RNs, LPNs, things of that nature. Exactly. I see people in the chat saying 2, right? Keith says 2. Pinball says nope. He says, nope, she's a different breed, says George. Shout out to George. Jurgen from Germany says 2. I have not encountered any doctor. If anything, the doctors that I deal with, my personal doctors, my surgeons, anything like that, I got to volunteer information to them. And then when we have a conversation, shout out to my primary doctor, right? He's only interjecting when I want it, or after he runs through my vitals and my chart and says, there's a problem here, he's going to tell me that. But he's not going to engage into additional family dynamics here. Because the one thing about my current doctor is that my primary doctor was also my dad's primary doctor before he passed away. He's currently my mom's primary doctor. He was my brother's primary doctor. Before my brother passed away, I was the last one to start seeing him like about 12 years ago. So the reason why I started seeing him, because he knows my whole family history. He was seeing my dad for years, my brother, they both were sickly, my mom. So of course, me being the youngest, he's able to treat me properly because he knows my family history and lineage here. But when things were kind of going on, even when something's going on with my brother, he couldn't really say something to me. He was like, David, if you could do me a favor, I think you need to talk to your family about a few things here. I can't say nothing, but he was telling me he couldn't even talk to me. He didn't interject into him saying, David, you need to talk to your brother. He got to do X, Y, and Z. No, he never did that. He says, I can't talk to you about certain things, but I would advise you that you should talk to your family about certain health things that's going on here. I just can't talk about it unless they're here with me and they give me permission to talk about it. She's not doing that. She is interjecting herself into Cam's relationship, wanting to talk to Jasmine, saying that she can help Jasmine. And Jasmine is saying, I don't want to talk to you. Why are you trying to give me any kind of advice when you don't even have a man, or even in my situation, to even understand it, to even give proper counsel? See, that doesn't add up here. Why are you so indignant to try to talk to this woman? It doesn't come to the smell test here. Let's continue, guys.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Well,
I think that's kind of messed up,
Yeah.
and it's also, it keeps causing this campaign of people coming at her on the internet. And listen, I said this in one of the conversations from you, actually, when you were talking to Kim and you were talking about men who have options. Every woman is not built to be with a man that is a man who has options. There's women for that, right?
Yes.
I think the problem becomes, you know, if you are a woman who is not equipped, if you're overjealous, if you question everything, if you're insecure within yourself, if you're disrespectful and you're going to get rowdy at any point, that's not the man for you. Find a man who's simple, says, listen, baby, I only want one woman. I want a house, picket fence. I want to work at the bank. I want to create a family. Be with that man. But the problem becomes, in my opinion, when a woman who wants that gets with a man who says, hey, I'm out here and I want my options, I have options, and then you're trying to force him to be something. That's when the problem comes in. But it's not the men in being who they are. I think that's the problem.
And the women that are with them.
What do you mean?
They want to change them. They want, like she was,
Right.
I saw your, that episode. I saw that show.
Thank
where you
you.
brought up those points. And I was like, it's true. I was like, wait a second. So she's upset because she's not thinking like her. She wants her to be in her shoes and do that. No,
That's
leave
called-
them alone. That's their
Right.
get down. If that's their get down, mind your
Fair
business. Who
use.
are you to say
Fair
that they're
use.
not happy with that?
That's called
Like,
dichotomous thinking. That's when you present a way of thinking like there's only two options: my way or no way. So
and my way's correct type thing.
Did you say dichotomous?
That's the
dichotomous.
vibe they're on. Right.
Yes,
right,
black
right,
and white. thing.
Putting that
Dichotomous
word in my
Bryant.
Right.
But I agree.
No, hey, but look, sister, see, you haven't had much time to get out here and make your point, but you and the sister before you, who you are, stands out already.
Okay, I'm going to end that part of what I want to play from Corey here, guys. She gave some great points there. I didn't want to tackle too long on that live stream. I did a reaction video from that live stream regarding Corey Holcomb's reactions to her, Cheyenne Bryant. So she made some great points there regarding her interjecting herself. And, you know, it's just not adding up. So what I really want to do, what really triggered me on the reason why I wanted to do this live stream today is shout out to River TV, right? I think we got the same last name because she didn't go by River TV before. You know, I'm not going to put it out there because she changed it, but I think we rock the same name. So shout out to her. She did another video that just dropped where that she put a lot of work and information into it, a lot of effort to bring receipts. And the reason why you see 50 Cent on the thumbnail is because if she was a real doctor, Riva did the homework, did the research to bring out that Cheyenne Bryant's a hypocrite. I like 50 Cent. Let's keep it a buck here, guys. I'm a 50 Cent fan. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I'm a fan of 50 in his music and his work here, right? But her counsel, her information that she is displaying, the type of things that she's talking to Cam Newton and to, you know, Nick Cannon, 50 Cent actually falls in the same category, right? Hey, what's going on, Tier Land? I'm my resident troll here, right? So my thing is, how are you going to say that 50 Cent is a high value man and 50 Cent is all these things that you're looking for, but in the same breath, he have the same dynamic, just not as many kids as what Nick Cannon and Cam Newton's going through when we talk about quote unquote broken homes, right? I'm not dogging 50 out. I'm just saying that by her own admission, she would be saying that 50 has got broken up homes. He got an older son that he don't even talk to anymore. That's not on him though. His ex-baby mama poisoned his son, where that this boy is moving in a simp way here. He's moving very soft. He's very emotional. He thinks he's owed child support at 27 years old. You know what I'm saying? He won't get his own job. 50 tried to set up businesses for him to be his own millionaire, and he just wants things handed to him, right? So even though that dynamic didn't work out, That's a broken home. Then 50 Cent has a second son. I believe the son's name is Sire. Now, him and that woman broke up. And of course, that woman's a banshee because she's out here wilding out with Diddy. Matter of fact, 50 has an actual case against her right now, trying to get full custody because it came out during Diddy's arrest that old girl was actually one of Diddy's side pieces, but Diddy was also paying for that ass, allegedly, right? That's why he kept calling her his that you just my little call girl, my little, 50 was going in because he's trying to get custody of his son here. But what I want to do here is I want to react to the video that she just made, and she drops receipts on the hypocrisy on how she is talking about 50 Cent and then giving counsel to women saying that you girls got to stay away from guys like Nick Cannon. These guys are low vibrational men. These men, even though they got money, they're not high value men. You know what though, Cam Newton? Jack need to talk to me so I can talk some sense into her so that she can understand the error of her ways and the relationship that you're in right now, right? But when it comes to 50, right? And it's not a dig on 50. It's his background, and he'll own up to it, right? I got 2 kids by 2 different women, and I'm not with both women. So in a sense, those by her own counsel are broken homes, but you're not saying anything negative about 50. You have nothing but glowing remarks about 50. You can't say anything good about 50. I mean, like, wow, wait a minute. Why does 50 get the pass, but these other men don't? So Corey Holcomb broke that down on Cam Newton's podcast, and we're going to play, it's going to be part of this clip here, where that she got something to gain from 50. There could be a relationship involved where that it could be business, it could be personal, but whatever it is, there is something for her to gain. There is something for her that she has a chance to get a W in. So shout out to River here. I want to play this video, guys. We're going to like third section of Inception here. We're reacting to the reaction here, guys. So let me pull this video up and let's get cooking again.
And say that Corey Holcomb was right. Okay. Recently I was invited onto the 5150 show with Corey Holcomb, and we briefly discussed some of the things that have been going on with, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant together. What you want to do is get into her head, pull it apart, so that then you can say, oh, yeah, we have stripped Cam of anything. See, I was right. Now, I remember when Corey Holcomb did the interview with...
Wait, before she continues here, guys, you see the still shot of Cheyenne Bryant. Is that a doctor to you or no, guys? I'm sorry. When I see her in this shot here right now, I don't see doctor. I see a woman who's thotting it up right now in these streets here, and she's showing us a lot of something here. And don't get it twisted, guys. Your boy's been drinking this old-fashioned right now. So I'm feeling the sauce right now. I'm like, damn, okay, she's looking kind of good here. All right, busted low here. But I never seen no doctor like this. I never seen no doctor move like this. I never seen no doctor dress like this. Hey, man, let's go.
Cam Newton, there was a portion of the interview that Corey actually drew reference to, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, or, whether she was or was not a doctor.
I don't want my platform to be fake. That's
well, why would you call her a doctor, brother? I'm not saying your platform is fake. I'm just saying, when somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's her colleagues? Where's she a doctor at?
But then there was a portion of the conversation in which he, was speaking to Cam and was like, hey, you spoke about all these things with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but were you not aware of the way in which she was evading questions about 50 Cent in you guys' actual interview?
When you hit her with that 50 Cent and she was stuck, it was classic, but that's not promoted.
So when Corey actually said that, I had never watched that clip about 50 Cent, but I just remembered it, right? And recently, I saw something that actually made me want to go back and watch that clip, because Dr. Bryant came out and she said that she was ready to start a family and get married.
Ready for babies and a husband? Well, they not. Clearly. They are the babies.
They got the helmets on.
Right. When they have a baby, I need the helmet off.
I'm cracking up.
And then she ended up posting a comment about the men in which she was looking for after the post was made. So again, you know, she's saying that she's ready. She's looking for a husband. She's looking for, you know, marriage and all that. And then here we can see where this person commented at 50 Cent, she's ready. And Dr. Bryant responded by saying, call him out. Now, the reason I thought this was very interesting was because, you know, during the interview again with Corey Holcomb made mention and said, you know, the only reason why she was not able to speak negatively about 50 Cent is because there was possible opportunity there.
Because she praised 50 Cent because there's opportunity maybe there for her. But she wouldn't say nothing bad about 50 Cent because that opportunity might not be gone yet.
So again, going to the actual interview portion between Dr. Bryant and Cam Newton was very essential to me because I'm like, this is starting to sound a little bit weird because it seemed as though she was purposely dancing around the questions when Cam was asking her about what type of man 50 Cent is.
You mentioned Curtis Jackson. And I'm like, is he a high value man or a high functioning man? Like, I just want to know.
Check this out, guys.
That's the question?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about where 50 is and what he's doing.
Now, if we're going to talk about this, we have to talk about all forms of hypocrisy, right? We have to. Because, you know, Cam Newton had asked her certain questions and she was 100% 10 toes down. I don't want to be in a relationship with a man with kids. I don't want to deal with a man who's, you know, creating or walking around with all these broken homes. Like, she had all this, you know, conversation about Cam Newton and, you know, him purposely creating all these broken homes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? You will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father.
And, you know, women stood 10 toes down behind her, supporting all the things that she's saying. But now it's seeming as though the only reason why she was saying that about Cam, and she couldn't say that about 50 Cent, is because although they are in, you know, they're kind of similar in certain ways, she wouldn't mind actually being a part of being in a relationship with somebody like 50 Cent, as we could see by the comment, because maybe the amount of wealth that 50 Cent has been able to garner.
Okay, I'm going to.
50 is an amazing businessman.
Functioning man.
He's extremely high functioning, especially when it comes to business. Especially when it comes to business.
Don't give.
Especially when it comes to that. He's definitely that.
High value too, right?
Of course he is high value.
High
He's 50.
functioning. Yeah, of course.
It was super crazy to me too that you
Hold on, let me pause, let that sink in for a second. 50's high value. 50's high functioning. You see, when I allowed River to play that there, but there's a reason why I gave Cam Newton's information earlier. Like, is Cam Newton say, isn't he high functioning? Do you know how hard it is to be the starting quarterback at Auburn University? Only one person wins the Heisman every year. Only one team wins a national championship. In the SEC, only one person is the number one pick in the draft. Cam Newton's had contracts that's told and endorsements. He's made north of over $100 million a year. Okay, he helped turn the Carolina Panthers around to being a perennial playoff team. He took them to the Super Bowl, right? In a sense, by her own words, we can use that same way we use with 50 Cent. 50 Cent was a rapper. He still raps. You know, he's going to be in Vegas doing his residency now. But we see him acting, producing, directing, writing. He opened up his own studio in Shreveport, Louisiana. Shout out to you, Quick. He opened up a studio in Shreveport, Louisiana, where that now he has all his films is going through one location through his own studio. So he's making TV shows, making movies, making documentaries here, you know. And you say Cam Newton, he's retired now, so now he's on YouTube, and his YouTube channel successful now, and got endorsements on 4th and 1, and his regular Cam Newton channel, he just got hired on ESPN, so he's on First Take now with Stephen A. Smith. So if we want to use high value, high functioning, and in a way that Cam is moving, the same thing can be applied to 50 Cent. They're one and the same, but she had hypocrisy all over her face and her words that Cam has broken homes, and not to dog out 50 Cent like collateral damage here for the conversation, but 50's do the same thing, but with 2 different women. Cam's had 3 different women. The difference is 50 has less kids. The same thing with Nick Cannon. You can say the same thing as well. So you're only doing this for 50 Cent because there's a possibility for something for you to gain. But how are you a doctor giving advice on hypocrisy? And then so many women are following her saying, yes, girl, we got to follow you. We got to represent you. We got to look out for men like this here. But 50, why is he different? Because she's got something to gain. Let's continue, y'all.
You know, Cam Newton, again, like I said, had asked her, you know, about, she said, I would be in a relationship with a man of this age to this age. And my non-negotiable is, you know, I definitely do not want to be in a relationship with a man that has children.
Okay. So the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids. My non-negotiable is a person with kids. But yes, I get how you're saying it. Yeah.
Then again,
y'all hear that?
Like I said, this person put a comment adding 50 Cent, who we know for a fact has children, and she said, call him out. It was very interesting that she was willing to prove her hypocrisy so boldly in her comment section, and, you know, stating, you know, boldly that she'll be down for it or down with it, with a man who has been so open about the quote unquote broken homes that have been created.
I tell him how you told my son to call me and tell me he needs 50 pairs of sneakers.
Where are you and Marquise at right now? How's your relationship with?
I don't have a relationship with him.
I don't.
In 2013, Daphne Joy first accused her ex, 50 Cent, of domestic violence and property destruction. Was it a mere coincidence that she started receiving money from Diddy after her plans failed?
Now, I want to be very clear about something. This is absolutely no shade to the likes of 50 Cent, right? The only reason, and I 100% understand 50 Cent's situations, the baby mama drama that he has going on, like, completely get it. But I think that women should be seeing that the same advice, you know, or whatever, the information that this woman is putting out there that women are following and saying, yeah, I'm going to be the same way too. I'm going to do this too. Is this same woman taking the advice that she's giving to other women?
I'm in my choosing stage, and I'm really looking forward to staying, but it will be my first time utilizing a lot of my new tools, new, because I've been single 6 years, of this attachment anxiety I've had to work through, of what that looks like. So there's going to be things in me that are new, that inflame and trigger, that I'm going to have a hell of a man who's mature enough, emotionally intelligent enough to sit through certain conversations with me that are going to be transparent.
Now, this 50 Cent situation isn't the only time that we've caught her in a sense of hypocrisy, right? Like, even, you know, when Cam Newton was doubling down about this 50 Cent situation, she was like, oh, you know, he's not here for me to talk about. And Cam was like, but, I mean, you were talking about Oprah and Stedman, and the conversation never went to them.
What? Cat got your tongue. We've been talking about cats and curiosity and all that.
Cat don't got my tongue. It's this segment in our conversation is not about 50.
It was never about anybody else.
Yes, it was. It was about everything we talked about. So as far as
Stepney called a stray.
So as far as
there was a conversation of, you know,
let me pause there for a second, guys. You see how she was stumped by the 50 Cent conversation. She would not answer honestly here. We're seeing how it's a different story for certain men and it's different for other men. Kind of like what women do in general, right, guys? And ladies, y'all know you do this too, right? You'll talk about certain men, oh, he's this, he's that. But the man that you want, or the man that can probably provide something for you or could offer you something, you'll make those excuses. You'll go ahead and let those things slide, even though it goes against your moral fabric here. But if you got something to gain, oh yeah, you'll figure it out. You figure out how to make that word salad so that you can say, hey, this is different. Kind of like Cooley from No Fugazi podcast, right? Same difference, the hypocrisy here. He over here messing around with single mothers, talking about single mothers get RUO, recreational use only. And what is he doing? He is knocking up a white single mama, okay, who already got 2 white kids. Hey, shout out to him. You know, he got himself a little snow bunny, but how are you the exception to the rule, but you're gonna tell everybody else not to do this here? It's a whole bunch of do as I say, not as I do here on the internet, guys. Hold on. Let me put this out there again, guys. There's a whole bunch of do as I say, but don't do as I do here type of counsel that these people are giving here. And before we move on here, let me holler at my man Quick here, who dropped the $4.99 $5 holla, put in the green plate in the chat, guys. And once again, I love it when y'all make the chat turn color, saying 50's a dream come true for her, a billionaire that's celibate. Hey, 50 ain't dropping balls right now. That's right, Quick. Hey, Quick, hold on. Before we move on to the video again, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, Quick. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. Hey, 50 Cent celibate right now, guys. He broke up with his girlfriend. He was with, I think her name was like Cuban Links. She was a cute light-skinned chick and everything, But something that went down where that she wanted to borrow some money. They began for a couple of years and he didn't want to give her no money. She was looking for like 10 or 15,000. Next, whatever was going on, they broke up and he said that he is celibate and only working about getting his money and paper game up. That tells you when a man who's had as much ass as 50 Cent saying, I don't want the booty no more, right? I need to make this money because these girls are crazy out here. These girls only want me for my dollar. So, shout out to Quick there, dropping that here. 50 is celibate right now, if y'all wondering. So, ladies, if y'all gonna try to get with 50, it's gonna be a hard sell because he's passing up chicks left and right here, guys. Let's get back to the video. Let's let River cook some more here. Hold on, what you saying? Vince says in the bottom here, new tool. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second here, Vince. She mentioned new tools in her Breakfast Club interview. We'll get into that in a second, guys. Let's continue.
Cheyenne Bryant talking about how she, has evolved and she's not low vibrational and she doesn't engage in toxic behavior because, she's high functioning.
High functioning only means, Cam, that I feel what I'm saying feels. And high functioning means I can regulate those emotions. So how do I relay that message to him where it's going to be respectful, it's going to be non-combative, and I'm going to disarm him.
And then we saw her on Basketball Wives, the reality TV show in which we saw her squared up, ready to fight somebody on national television.
It's like Dancing with the Stars. Hold on, let me pause here before they show the whole clip here. Guys, I've been talking about this since I got started talking about her here. Go to VH1.com and go to the season where she's on Basketball Wives there. She's on multiple episodes. I'm sorry. A doctor moving the way she's moving, ain't no doctor. But this is years ago she was on Basketball Wives here, right? So this is way before the Funky Friday of Cam Newton. This is way before Nick Cannon. We're talking years ago here. But the thing is, seems like her behavior is still the same. It seems like the way she moves is still the same here. The only difference here is the fact that she is grifting into this YouTube space of trying to be giving women advice on high value men and men who making money, things of that nature. She's grafted into an area of this here because there's a lot of money to be made here in YouTube, guys. Guys, in the red pill space, the dating space within the black diaspora, black couples, black relationships, dating, married, high value men, this space is so wide open for YouTube content creators that if you can get in and make a splash, you can make a gang of money here, guys. And that's what she's doing. She's grifting where the money is on YouTube. Let's continue. Look at that.
And most people who are low functioning are exactly who they are. Exactly who they are. Does it make it bad for being who they are? Exactly who they are. That's their pain, their trauma. They're going to flee, they're going to scream, they're going to hit, they're going to do whatever comes up.
And I'm going to be honest with you, hearing Corey Holcomb talk about that previously and talk about her moving, the goalposts and talk about the fact that there's possible opportunity there.
Because she praised 50 Cent because there's opportunity maybe there for her. But she wouldn't say nothing bad about 50 Cent because that opportunity might not be gone yet.
And him being right about this situation it does make you think really deep about a lot of the other things that he says, because, you know, he was extremely accurate about it. And then a couple weeks later, you know, about the 50 Cent situation, a couple weeks later, you know, she's caught slipping in her comment section, you know, basically alluding to the fact that she would have no problem dating a man like 50 Cent, when she was standing 10 toes down to Cam Newton, saying that she would absolutely, in no situation necessary, be with a man that has children at all.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids.
I also think it's very telling that, you know, the same way how she said that she didn't want to talk about somebody who wasn't there, you know, she was asked a question about Neo and had no problem throwing all, you know, information about him. And it showed, obviously, like I said, the lack of respect for him in that capacity as well.
You wanted to be married, but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate it.
Maybe.
And so she pivoted from you. And now you're going and he's making these other women pay for the heartbreak that he caused to himself by saying, I want to be polyamorous.
But then again, when you're in a situation where, as Corey said, there's possible opportunity there, you have no problem withholding, you know, information about this other person just because you were close with them. If you are going to stand toes down on your belief system, what you believe, what you think, what you know, what you feel, and it's so important for you to talk about family structure and fixing, you know, broken homes.
Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them.
You would have no problem saying, you know, I don't mean this with malicious intent, but this is my opinion on this situation. But for some reason, she was not able to do that.
50 is a great man for the work that we've done together. He's a wonderful person for believing in me and for putting a team around me. And for that, I respect that. That action right there and the work I've done with 50 and knowing him in the department, in the spaces we know each other, he's been wonderful.
And again, she's the one who even brought up.
Y'all hear that? The work that we have done together. She's not even keeping 100 here. She's not telling the honest to God truth. So 50 catching strays here, right? I'm sorry, 50 catching strays. I'm a 50 Cent fan, but hey, it is what it is, what he's going through right now. The problem is she brought this on herself and then brought 50 Cent on this here. And so because of that, we have to talk about it. Why is 50 Cent such a great man, but Cam Newton isn't? I can state the difference here. I understand that here. We do not use comparisons when it comes to athletes, entertainers, rappers, singers, R&B cats, all that here. That is a select class that we got to put in its own little silo here, right? But it's ironic, though. 50 Cent is the exception. He put a great team around me. I appreciate all things he's done for me. You see that? That's called not biting the hand that feeds you. But the thing is, you're going to go in on, you came on Cam's podcast here, shooting the shot at him, going in on him, dissing him, and then also because the relationship that was had that actually got her on the show, ruining broken relationships up here. So she is not standing 10 toes down. The hypocrisy that we're going to say here. But you are a champion for women, giving women advice. You are the one being the so quote unquote trying to be like a female Kevin Samuels in this red pill space here. But you are not giving the complete 100 to everybody here. Let's continue.
50 Cent's name to even be talked about, because they were talking about a lot of other things. And, you know, in her mentioning a book, she is the one who brought his name to the surface. So you would think that since she brought his name, you know, into the conversation, she would have had no problem speaking about anything, you know, that was asked of her, based on the fact that she brought it up.
And I gotta say this, shout out to my boy 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, for literally coming in and believing in me and putting a whole literary team around me.
And I think that a lot of women, you know, just liked her because of the fact that she is checking men or putting men in their place. And a lot of women are looking for someone to stand up for them the way in which Kevin Samuel stood up for men. And so anytime they see a woman looking like she's kind of doing that and checking men and putting men in their place, they pedestalize her. Hence why, you know, Sprinkle Lady has been pedestalized because she's talking about the Dusties and the broke men. You know, hence why Cheyenne Bryant is pedestalized because she, quote unquote, checked all these men that are high earning and are, you know, it's essentially breaking them down to size.
Whatever your her ego needs it to be labeled so that you feel good about your choices. You wanted to be married but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate that shit.
I think that women should be aligning themselves not with who's the best checker, but with women who are talking about things or talking about certain spaces that you want to be in and are effectively also doing that. Right? So if women want to be married, women need to be understanding the male's counterpart and how to be of best assistance to their spouse. Right? You don't need to be looking about other people who are checking men, because oftentimes the majority of women who align with women, quote unquote, putting men in their place are checking men, are normally single women or bitter women.
My choosing stage, and I'm really looking forward to staying, but it will be my first time utilizing a lot of my new tools. You knew, because I've been single 6 years.
Cheyenne Bryant has said it before, right? She was engaged to a man for 10 years who she knew was not the one about 5 or 6 years in, and she strung him along, just to kind of make it seem like she still wanted to be with him when she knew that relationship was over.
I was engaged for 10 years.
Engaged for 10 years?
I kept putting it off because I knew that wasn't my person. Great guy.
10 years? 10 years? And she said he was a great guy.
Great guy. He was a great guy. He just wasn't my guy.
10 years, he thought he was the guy. You strung him along for 10 years. Why you ain't let him go be great with somebody else that would appreciate him and love him?
So I'm not saying for 10 years I knew he wasn't the one. And we got about year number 5 or 6, and I seen that.
So she made it be known that this will be the...
Hold on. This is the woman that's giving women advice to be in a long-term relationship with a man, to be engaged that long, over 10 years, but knew 6 years in that he wasn't her man, and she still stayed an additional couple more years. Wait, before we add more on that here, shout out to my man Grits and Bacon. He came in here also with the $2 holla, pushing the blue plates in the chat. What you got me, brother? 50 Cent will deal with this messy broad. Grits and Bacon shooting shots. My man Grits and Bacon in the building here. What's going on, Clifton? Hey, Grits, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the blue super. Now, how is she saying the things that she's saying here with that? It's not adding up, right? It's not adding up here. Lord have mercy. Hold on, you know what though? I was gonna say something here. Well, I'll let it cook some more in the video, then I'll talk after the video's over. Let me let it cook some more.
The first time that she's applying any of the advice that she's been giving to all of these other women in a relationship. So she doesn't know if she's still going to be able to hold up her end of the bargain.
New, because I've been single 6 years.
Okay, hold on. How is a woman that's a doctor can literally sit down and talk to other women and say, I was in this engagement for 10 years. Let that sink in, people. If you were going to talk to a marriage counselor or a doctor or a psychologist, a therapist, whatever the scenario that's going to come into play here that falls into her wagon here. And her experience is, I was engaged for 10 years, but I knew after year 5 or 6, I didn't want to be with the man. He was a great man, but I knew I was going to be with him. Wait a minute. How can you give sound advice when you were just going through the motions in your own relationship? Right? How are you able to help other women when you knew this guy wasn't the one here and you still stuck around? Like, what kind of advice can she give to other women just to stay engaged and just to hang around until you find the right time to break up? Like, the way things work is you have your talking phase, your dating phase, and then you got the exclusive phase. But once you're engaged, guys, once you put a ring on that finger, says, will you get on one knee and you give a woman a ring of significant value saying, will you marry me? And she says, yes, I will marry you. How can she say that I'm going to help you ladies out even though that I stayed in a dead relationship for a decade? Like, what can she tell anybody? Because at a certain point, you should say, even if it's a great guy, why are you wasting his time? You knew after she said on the Breakfast Club, you knew after year 5 or 6 that he wasn't the man. So are you going to give women advice on how to waste people's time? Right? Is that what you're telling us here? Are you going to tell ladies to stay engaged for 4 or 5 years Whether if what if that's the man for you, but then that man is dragging his feet here? Are you telling women just to stay in engagements, not knowing when you're gonna have a wedding date? Like, it sounds like you're just good at giving people advice on how to waste their damn time. Like, what is this proper professional advice to say he was a good man, but he wasn't the man for me? Then rip the Band-Aid off. Let that man find a woman who's going to respect him. Let that man find a woman that he wants to be with, who's going to be with him long term if he really wants to get married. You're wasting your time. You're wasting his time. You're wasting everybody's time here. But you're the authority figure. You know better than all of us here, even though you ain't got a man. Matter of fact here, all the rumor mills going on is you like ladies. And there's nothing wrong if you're part of the alphabet community. There's nothing wrong if you want to get down the lady pond and you got a girlfriend. Or, of course, that seems like that relationship is over now because the Cam Newton situation. We talk about that in the last reaction videos, how she burned bridges to get on so she can blow up here in this red pill space here. But if that is the case, then if you know everything, but you waste people's time, then are you really somebody we should be talking to? Like, I don't get how women can hear this to say, girl, let's go ahead and listen to more of her content because she's telling me how to stick around with a man who I don't want to be with. Let's continue, guys.
And though she's excited for it, and though she is ready for these things at this age and stage in her life, there's going to be things that are going to arise that are going to, see what she's made of within the relationship. And, not because you are ready and you want this thing to work doesn't mean that when these things arise that the other person is not going to be like, hey, like, I'm not down with this. And there's not going to be more growth.
There's going to be things in me that are new, that inflame and trigger, that I'm going to have a hell of a man who's mature enough, emotionally intelligent enough to sit through certain conversations with me that are going to be transparent.
So, as these women are following these strict lists, you still have to understand that when you get into a relationship, there's going to be a different step of evolution for the two of you guys to morph and work together. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts, your feelings, your opinions in the comments.
Shout out to River here. We played that video. Hey guys, if you ain't supported her channel, man, shout out to River TV. Like I said, she's been in the game before I got into the game here. I saw her videos before I've been dropping my first video, and her channel's been growing and growing and growing. She's over 200,000 subscribers right now. She's a reaction channel, so shout out to her. I appreciate reacting to her. Fair use, River. Don't come after me. I'm on your side, girl. But let's add another dynamic, because Vince keeps talking about this here, right? Vince keeps saying, what tools here? Because it's ironic that she brings up that she was with a man for 5 or 6 years and realized that that wasn't her man, like we brought out. That wasn't a man for her. She knew it wasn't long term. She stayed with this person for 10 years. Now that that's ended, she's saying that from that relationship, she has these new tools that she is now going to apply into future relationships, which means she is not even knowing these new tools will work or not. I want to know what tools that she's even talking about that she's going to implement in dating here, because how are you saying that you want people to come and talk to you, give counsel, how these women can level up and get the man they want, but you don't even have the results for your own personal animus, your own personal dichotomy that you got going on to say, hey, this is what we got to do with dating with these men here, ladies. This is what I'm doing here. This is what you need to do. She's starting from scratch right now as well, guys. She is starting from ground zero because she was in a long-term relationship with a man here. Behind the scenes, she was dealing with a woman, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly, but there's a whole bunch of folks out here who knows the woman that she was dating. And of course, all the things that's going back and forth and how she's moving here. So if you don't even understand your new tools, how are you giving tools to other people? That's just like someone saying, like, I'm going to teach you how to drive, but I don't have my driver's license yet. But trust me, though, once we go through it together, it's going to work. Please believe me. You're going to be able to drive well. Trust me. I'm going to show you these tools of how to drive. I don't got my license yet, but trust me, I'm applying them right now, and then we're going to go at it as we go, ladies. that makes no goddamn sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. George Smith says, so she wasted that man's time? Yes, she did. A decade. A decade. Now, you may say, well, Dave, she loved in the beginning. They're okay. She wasted at least the man's 4 or 5 years of his life. She said after year 5 or 6, she knew that that wasn't the man for her. And you're a doctor? And you understand men? You understand high value? You understand low vibration? You understand all these things here, but you still stayed in a relationship that you knew that was not going to lead to saying, I do. What are we doing here? It'd been one thing if she said that she was in a long-term relationship for 10 years because she doesn't, like I said earlier, doesn't believe in the government being in marriage and being in the business, because you know how many men get screwed when it comes to marriage. Even men who get prenups, if they don't get the prenups done the proper way, those prenups get thrown out here, right? But it all depends on, of course, if you write your own prenup, if you actually hire a lawyer, and then you draw it up enough time so that things can be worked out and things are not done under duress. Shout out to my man T. Orlando, because T. Orlando's a legal beaver. He out here, professional legal man in the streets here, and he's trying to change the laws in Georgia under, like, talking about distress, duress, and also women signing prenups, all this stuff in relationships. Shout out to my man T. Orlando here, guys. If you guys are wondering, he's in the chat right now commenting. He's my resident hater, but he is a professional, and he is a man in these streets that's trying to fight for men so that we get these janky ass marriage lights, these marriage laws changed up here, because we're getting screwed out here in the game. But let's continue just a little bit more. I'm not going to go too much into it here. We've been here for 2 hours. Likes up in the building, guys. Likes up. Corey Holcomb was right about this woman. She's an opportunist. She's out for the bag. And I ain't mad at people getting their money. I don't want people in the system on welfare, living destitute, paycheck to paycheck. If you can find a way to get your money, people get y'all money. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about people getting to the paper, getting to the bag. That's one thing about FBA, brothers and sisters. We know how to get to the bag. We know how to navigate to get this money, get this paper, right? But I'm not here to support scammers. Right, guys? I'm not here to support liars. I am not here for scammers, liars, all the above, because she clearly is trying to cover her tracks of her thoughtness of her past here and thinking that her past will not catch up to her in the future here. What we're seeing here is somebody just trying to play the game on the internet, trying to get paid off this social media, and is going after the lowest common denominator of women here so that she can build a following, so that this following say, she's our champion, so she can make a lot of money off views and interviews and appearances, things of that nature. Like I said, it helps that she's attractive. It helps that she's wearing these little ass, tight ass dresses, and she got her makeup done right. You see my thumbnail here and how she dressed here? Got the little plickety plow. You know what I'm saying? People fall for that. We love a pretty face. What did BBD say back in the day? Never fall for a big butt to smile? Man, I'm showing my age. That was about 30 plus years ago, right? But she is not doing what is right. She is scamming. She is lying. If she just came out and just said, I'm a life coach and I'm here to help people out because I went through some things in my life and I'm here to help people, I still call her out. But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, I would not have made as many videos, as many shorts, or doing these live streams here, because she's no different than the roommates and Afiz, who's talking about that he's a life coach at 28, 29 years old at the time, talking about he can coach men who he's younger than. For some reason, the internet has allowed people who has no business giving advice to give advice. The internet has allowed people to be like, hey, even though that I was not successful in my own relationships, I can rebrand myself, and then I can tell you what you need to do so you can have a successful relationship, even though I don't have a successful relationship. T. Orlando says, is that all B-dubs, what are you saying here? All B-dubs do is recite the same silly talking points. Yeah. But have you noticed the things that she talks about? the average woman is not getting to these men here. The average woman is not getting a Nick Cannon. The average woman is not getting a 50 Cent. The average woman is not dealing with Cam Newton. Like, when we think about NBA players or NFL players, was there 30 teams in the NFL? Was like 32 teams in the NBA? How many hot rappers are really going to be on and popping? And when it comes to rappers, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. Outside of the top big time rappers, I'm going to keep it a buck. I think I'm an average dude. I got more money than your favorite rapper. I'm going to put it out there, guys. Outside the 50 Cents of the world and the Jay-Z's and things of that nature, get away from the top dudes, right? You give me everybody else. You give me the other 95% of rappers. Hey, your favorite YouTuber got more money than your favorite rapper. If anything, guys, I'll tell you something right now. I'll tell these rappers and entertainers, y'all need to get on YouTube and get y'all YouTube money because Apple, Spotify, and Tidal, they ain't paying y'all nothing to make these songs. I make more money on YouTube videos than an average rapper makes on his songs on Apple and Tidal and Spotify, guys. You know, but she's giving advice on how you ladies can get this high value man that's high functioning. Or, you know, or she would say here, my non-negotiables are if you have kids. Wait, 50 got 2 kids. 50 got a minor. What, his youngest son is like 12 years old. His name is like Sire? Wait, he got a kid, but 50 Cent is the creme de la creme. 50 Cent is the one who is, you know, she's thinking. There's opportunities. There's maybe a business relationship. Maybe there's a personal relationship there. Who knows what 50 going on right now? But the thing is, she's not trying to burn a business relationship, and she don't realize that her talking points go against her own personal living. Her own talking points goes against her own personal living. And the one thing about this internet game, guys, here is once we found enough information about a person, people are going to drill down on it and dig and dig and dig until we pull it out to the ground here. You're telling all these women about these type of men, but you make the exception when it comes to you in your personal dealings here. You see, this proves a point on how women move here, guys. They will say all the things about men. I won't deal with a guy with kids. I won't deal with a guy who's been married before. I won't deal with a man who's been divorced. I only will deal with a man who is single and never been married, no kids. But when they see the man that they want, that goes completely out the door. They will make an exception for the man that they want. They will make an exception for the man that they need. They'll make an exception for the man that they want. To go ahead and clap those cheeks, glaze those buns. They will make the exception for the man that makes them run the river Euphrates down below, guys. Oh yeah, they might have that Dead Sea there, you know, going on for a hot minute. And then when they see the man they want, that turns to the river Euphrates and it is splish splashing, everything, all that sound advice, all the things that they say goes out the goddamn door. So let me add this line here before we move on. Let's say that she does come with receipts. Let's say that she showcases that she is actually a real doctor, and we all got to apologize. We got to come out and say, okay, she dropped the receipts. We see the school that she went to. We see her background. She's actually a doctor. Congratulations, right? Let's say if she does do that. Congratulations, right? Good job for you, right? Congratulations. Let's say she does do that, right? Let me ask y'all something. Would you want to go and talk to a doctor like this, who is a big ass hypocrite? Do as I say and not as I do? And then the number one item that I brought at the beginning of this live stream here, why would anybody listen to somebody who doesn't have what you're looking for? Or at least has failed and has the experience on something that you're looking for. Like I said here, I would take the advice over a divorced black woman than I would to a married white woman. And my example was that the doctor who I was talking to, who was white, she did not understand the black experience. She does not understand the black family. She does not understand what it's like to be FBA, right? She does not understand that. So I can talk to a black woman who's divorced because she understands what it's like to be FBA. She understands black kids and black children. Even if her relationship is broken and divorced, she understands it and has been there in the failed route there, right? I can listen to a divorced man. But the thing is, in my situation here, what I'm trying to point out here, people, for the ladies as well as gentlemen here, we got to deal with doctors who are real credential doctors. We need to deal with professionals who are really professionals here. And what I'm saying here is I own a BMW. I'm a BMW guy. I've been driving BMWs for like the last 10 years or so, right? And my thing is, when my BMW has a problem, I don't take that bad boy to Toyota. If you got a Mercedes-Benz, do you take that to Subaru? If you got a Range Rover, do you take that to Honda? Right? If you need legal advice, are you gonna call a plumber? If your car has problems, will you go call a psychiatrist? No. We as adults, as functioning, living people, adults here, need to look at people who are professionals and deal with the people who has the experience to help us so that we can move on in our day and deal in our lives here. Why would any woman take advice from another woman who is north of 40 years old, who's never been married, never been divorced, and don't even have any goddamn kids, but acts like she's the authoritative figure on relationships? She can't even give sound advice on what to do when the marriage fails. At least a divorced woman can give you that. A divorced man can give you that. She can't give you anything. No thing she can give you, she can tell you how to be a side piece. She can tell you how to be a girlfriend. She might can tell you how to get on your knees, butt naked, please. Shout out to Ice Cube, right? She can tell you about getting on the knees, right? But can she tell you about certain dynamics of what a woman's going through in a marriage and what a man's going through when you've been married for 3, 4, 5 years and you're dealing with a kid here? Can she talk to women about postpartum depression and her experiences going through postpartum with her partner, right? Can she talk about how when the honeymoon phase wears out and how you got to deal as a woman to work through it compared to women who just want to go ahead and bail out of the relationships right away? Can she do anything like that? No, she can't. So why, as we as black people are so gung-ho on supporting liars, scammers, thieves, robbers, and all the above? We love criminals, don't we? I'm not saying her a criminal like, but we love the criminals. We love people breaking the law. We love people who say, I can do this. I can do it, people. This is me. Listen to me. But then when we ask for credentials, she gets an attitude. Oh, why are you questioning my credentials? Because black folks, we've been scammed for so long. People saying who they say they are and they not who they are. Hey, what's going on, Derek? Good to see you. Yeah. So, Corey Holcomb's right about this woman. Even if she does produce any information that she's a doctor, she's the worst goddamn doctor there is. Right? Because how can she help anybody when she ain't been down that road before? Like, if you're 40 years old, would you talk to a 30-year-old man? Fellas? How is that 30-year-old man going to tell you what's going on in your 40s when you're hitting middle age? Right? If you're trying to work out and lose weight, because as we get older, guys, the metabolism slows down, especially if you're married or maybe you're a little baby mama, you got kids and things of that nature. You say, I need to get in shape. I need to get myself healthy. The gym you're going to deal with a personal trainer. Or Are you going to talk to the person who just got their gym membership a year ago, but they're inconsistent? It's like, hey, man, I can help you work out. No, you can't help me work. You could be my gym partner. Like, you know, you can keep me on code saying, hey, we're going to come to the gyms on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. At the time I'm coming, we're going to be partners. We're going to get together, right? So you can use someone as a motivation factor. Like, okay, yeah, you're going to be here at 10. I'll be here at 10 too, right? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't get off work till late. So you know what that means? I'm going to go ahead and we can meet up at 6 p.m. You caught that, Jurgen? Yeah. Hey, I tell you, I'm a pop culture connoisseur. Thanks, Jurgen. Yeah, little Judas Priest there. You know, so yes, you can have someone that can be a partner, that can, you know, you bounce back off each other, but she's not the professional that's going to help you get over the hump, because she ain't got over the hump. She's posting on Twitter and Instagram that it's marriage season for her. She's looking for dudes so she can have babies. Guys, let's keep it a buck here. You really think that she's going to have any natural babies of her own unless she's frozen her eggs? Because after 35 years old, guys, ladies, y'all know this, isn't 35 years old, here's the medical term, geriatric pregnancy? Right? Geriatric pregnancy begins at 35 years old. And when we tell this to women, it's not to say that you're old, but your reproductive system is geriatric. It's a medical term because Mother Nature's undefeated. And we have to you go through a certain period of life where that your body's optimal to have kids. If you're north of 40 years old and you don't even have a man in sight here, what are the odds of you successfully having kids? And the problem that women have here is like, you know what, Dave? Women are getting older and older, are having babies in their 40s and their 50s. Woo. Yeah, there's 350 million Americans in this country here. So, of course, you're going to have a few that's going to be able to pop out at an older age here. But how many of you ladies have a regular primary doctor? I constantly ask that question all the time. I had the women who combat me, the women who go against me, the women who says that I'm wrong, I always ask them, okay, you have a primary doctor? What's your doctor's name? They can't give me a name because they don't have a primary doctor. They only go to the doctor when they got to get their birth control pills. Right? And then I say, have you had a sit down with your doctor and went through a full battery of tests to see that even if you are healthy to have kids at your later age here? And you may say, Dave, I'm 38 years old. I look better than these 28-year-olds. Yeah, that can be true. You could be 38 and you've lived a healthy life and you might look better than a 28, 29, or 30-year-old. But you want to know something? Her womb is healthier than yours because she ain't got a geriatric womb. So women who want to champion the anomalies of women who are having kids at a late age, but you never talk to the women who go through IVF, spent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 and still can't have a kid. Or they went through IVF, they had a successful transfer, but there was complications and they still couldn't have the baby. Y'all never talk to the thousands and thousands and thousands of women every day across the country who cannot have kids after 40 years old, who tried to have kids and then there may be some complications with the child when the child came. You only want to look at the anomaly success stories, the very few and in between here, but you never talk to the majority. There's a difference between possibility and probability here. Possibility and probability. There's two different distinctions there, even though that both words start with the letter P. And the thing is, you see something happen and you say to yourself, because it happened, it can happen to you. Here's the thing, guys. I see someone win the lotto all the time. Doesn't mean you're going to win the lotto. Wait, someone wins $1 million with a scratch off. And everybody and mama go try to play a scratch off, and none of y'all ever won a scratch off for $1 million. They had a lot of mega millions, and you see them the 300 and 400 and 500 million, and none of y'all ever win, but y'all play the lotto all the goddamn time. right? But you want to know something, though? All those years that you paid for those lottery tickets, you could have took that same money and put that into a nice investment account that actually focuses on S&P 500, and you would have way more money. And then if you let that ride for 10 or 15 years consistently put into it, you would have yourself $1 million for all the lotto tickets that you buying here. Because for some reason in our community, we want to believe in the get-rich-quick scheme. Get rich quick with money, or get quick with relationships by listening to anybody who we like to hear because it sounds good. It sounds nice. We say, T. Orlando says, Planned Parenthood, are they PCP? I don't know, man. I don't know. He says, Sheila says, I have a primary doctor, and I knew at 35 I was not going to have kids. See, Sheila, me and Sheila, she's one of my day ones, and we've talked about this and everything like that. And I get it. Some women just doesn't have the opportunity to have kids. You know, sometimes depending on their medical background or certain situations that go about, it's just not possible for them. But Sheila also works in the medical field. So of course she was checking her background and everything, and she knew that she had some complications, right? So the average woman is not doing what Sheila does. The average woman in this country doesn't even have a primary doctor, guys. Let that sink in. You may have someone to go get some birth control pills because you ain't trying to get knocked up. You know what I'm saying? Whether you take the pill, the shot, or the other 40 forms of birth control, you know who to call to get them damn pills to make sure you don't get knocked up, right? But you don't sit down and talk to your doctor or run tests. You know, my doctor, I've been seeing him now for like the last 12 years. I would just make an appointment just to go down and sit there and talk to him. My insurance is coming out of my check twice a month. Blue Cross is taking a grip every time that they take out my paycheck here. So you know what I say? I'm going to get my money's worth. I'll make an appointment. If I have some questions, why would I go to WebMD? I'm not a doctor. And anybody named Mama could post on WebMD. Why would I go to WebMD to diagnose myself, try to figure something out? You know what I'm going to do? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I need to make an appointment. Hey, how you doing, David? Yeah. When can you see me? All right, cool. Tuesday, 9 a.m. And I go there and I use my copay. Sometimes I don't got a copay. Sometimes I do. And I go there and sit and talk to him. And I tell him, it's going to be an easy one for you, Doc. I know you're busy today. I'm here because I got questions. Okay. This is what my copay pays for here. And I pick that man's brain. And sometimes he'll sit there and talk to me a little bit longer. We'll be there for 30 or 40 minutes if you have a slow day. And I'll just pick his brain about certain things so that I can educate myself on how to make myself a healthier person. I'm not going to take what he tells me and act like I'm a doctor and no guy see him anymore. No, I just take what he gives me. So, okay, let me navigate this now of my life now. All right, Doc, if I'm not sick, I'll see you in 3 months. Right? Derek says, I just saw my doctor. That's what's up, Derek. Sheila says, WebMD, the website that told me I was going to die. Hey, man. Hey, come on. We all don't want kids anyways. I hear you, Vince. Some of y'all don't want shorties. I hear that. Yeah, be careful of those websites. Yeah, I get you. Dave, I hear you just got a camera up on both ends about a month ago. What? I hear you just got a camera up on both ends. I don't need to talk about that, Derek. What do you mean by that? A camera on both ends. What do you mean by that? I'm sorry. Need to be clarify that. Anyways, when it comes to this situation here, I'm gonna table off now. If she was a doctor, she would not be saying the things she's saying, and that's coming from people who are not doctors. We're not medical professionals, but you know what we are though? We're grown adults. We have minds. You know, we've seen scammers. We've seen con artists. We see people try to do shortcuts to get to the end game. And that's what she's doing here. She didn't finish school the way you're supposed to finish school. She didn't get her license, didn't go through post-residency here, and gave all kinds of different kind of answers to justify why she didn't go the traditional doctor route, but still wants to be called a doctor here. But if we just open our eyes, if we just open our ears, we can hear someone who is not a professional. If you guys want to watch her for entertainment purposes, hey, more fine and dandy to y'all here. I get it. Sometimes, you know, you want to watch trash on TV or on the internet because that's entertainment for you. That's how you get past your day. All of us love trash. Some of us watch trash-ass movies. We might watch an action movie and it might be trash as hell. But we like it though. That's how we pass the time away so that we can go ahead and do the rest of our day, basically. And I get that. If you're watching her just for entertainment purposes, you're not applying anything, you're just watching a train wreck and you just want to have a good laughs, nothing wrong with that, guys. That's what the internet is for. That's what TV is for. That's what Twitter's for, Instagram, all these things here. You want to watch some trash, get a good laugh, and go back to real world, that's cool. What I have a problem is someone who claims to be a professional and they're not a professional. Someone who is leading people the wrong way. Somebody who says they're an authoritative figure and didn't even do the tools or the steps to get them there. And like I said, I have family and friends and associates who are doctors, who went through the hard road travel to have that title in front of their name. That is not easy to get. So just for anybody to say who they claim they are and they're not, I'm going to go in and say, no, we can't allow this to happen here because we know too many people who bust their ass, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, took out school student loans here. And in a lot of cases right now, a lot of the doctors that you may know who you're seeing, like who may be treating you, they might be still paying their student loans. They are paying their dues while they're helping you out here. And so my thing is, why are we listening to somebody who clearly told us who took a goddamn shortcut? She said it on the Breakfast Club. Whether you didn't hear the word shortcut, she said it. We don't need people who are claiming to be doctors taking shortcuts. Learning the human body, the human anatomy, the human brain, all the things that goes about on the good and the bad, the pro and the negative that goes along with helping people. We don't need people taking shortcuts. We need people to go through the full process of schooling, residency, going through your intern and tutelage, learning from the OGs in your game, doctors who are professionals, who's been in there for 10, 20, 30 years, whether they're surgeons, whether they're primary care physicians, whether they're psychologists, whether they're whatever the doctor they are. Why do we want to listen to anybody who took a shortcut because they want to get to the bag the soonest here? The only time that we should allow someone to take the shortcut if they are smart as hell, like goddamn Doogie Howser, and they were able to graduate high school early because they were smart as hell, and they were able to start college early, but they still went through all the classes needed. They went through all the biology classes. They went through all the clinicals. They went through all the rounds in the hospital or primary care, whatever the case may be. You show me someone who took a shortcut, and I'll show you a goddamn dumbass. Okay, guys. Appreciate that. Y'all listening to me here. She says, I'm due for a colonoscopy to turn 45 this year. I turned 45 in March, so I got mines coming up here. I'm going to take mines here. You know, Sheila. Let me see here. Let's go back. I'm just going through the chat here, guys. Okay, I see what you're saying, Derek. Okay, I got you. You guys got to remember, when you guys got to drop comments, and if I'm talking the way I'm talking here, sometimes, like I need y'all to reemphasize what y'all talking about here, because I'm talking about a lot here, and I'm looking at all the comments in the comment section. Okay, guys, I'm done with her right now. Shout out to River TV. To break down the 50 Cent part of the conversation, to show the hypocrisy. That's the one thing about a doctor. A doctor can't be hypocritical. A doctor's got to be straight-laced when it comes to their patients. They got to keep it a buck 100 every single time, because depending on the circumstances, it could be life or death when it comes to a doctor. And the last thing that we need is a doctor who's hypocritical to their own personal animus and needs here. Because if it's life or death, I don't want a doctor give me advice because of how they're feeling about personal things, what's going on in their life, and then tell me one thing and something different. That's not a real doctor, people. That's someone who's out for the bag. And you know what, though? If you out for the bag, you ain't no doctor. You just a janky-ass person on the internet talking shit. Shout out to the trolls, guys. Shout out to the trolls that's in my comment section. You know, they want to believe that she's a doctor. They want to believe that anybody can do what they want to hear. But you know what, though? That's just the people that we see in our culture that believes anything people tell them. And if they're grown as hell moving this way, you nothing you can do about that. Those are people who get scammed and they get robbed of their money here. And the reason why I talk like this here is because I work on Wall Street. I mean, not me personally, but I'm around the biggest gangsters in the land on Wall Street. You thought you dealing with some drug dealers and scammers is bad? Deal with these white ninjas and the real ninjas on Wall Street who's all about the money game here, about the insurance game, about the government game. I'm seeing the real hoodlums and gangsters here on Wall Street. And so when I see people moving a certain way, you know, you kind of get, when you're in this kind of game that I'm in right now, and then you kind of spot someone a mile away, it's like, yo, why are y'all doing this to yourselves? Why do you want to believe somebody who don't even know you? You don't know this person. Like, verify, and then after we verify, double check it as well. And then once we know, we're good to go. Yeah. What's going on, Jay? Good to see you, man. All right, guys. I got a few more minutes before I get out of here. It's Friday night. Shout out to the AIC, right? Shout out to the Ninja Watchers. Shout out to the Replay Gang. Let me see here. Do I got time? Speaking of devil here, how about I do about 1 or 2 Kendra G reaction videos? It only makes sense. Lost connection. Let me do this again. It only makes sense, guys, that if we react to Corey Holcomb, we're talking about here, that I got a few more minutes that we react to Kendra G. Press the one in the chat if y'all want to see 1 or 2 Kendra G videos before I get out of here, and I'll give y'all Friday night back. Press the one in the chat if y'all want to, if y'all want me to react to a few videos here. It's not 3 hours yet, guys. We ain't got to the 3-hour marker yet. So press the one in the chat. Let me do this here. If y'all want to see it or y'all want me to call it a night. Okay, I got a couple one. What you saying to your line? Nah. Hey, the chicken fingers are on point at Bar Louie, dog. Hey, they opened up a Bar Louie right down the street from my house. It's 2 miles away. Man, they make the best old fashions, and they chicken fingers are on point. Ain't no date night, but I gotta take my daughter to a birthday party tomorrow. The mayor of my town, he's actually a black man. He's actually a black Republican, and he has twin daughters, and his twin daughters are best friends with my daughter, and they have a birthday party tomorrow, and so my daughter's going to the birthday party tomorrow. So I'm not trying to be online late here. I'm trying to chill so I can go take her to this birthday party. Okay, guys, I'm going to do like 1 or 2 reactions, and then we're going to get to the 3-hour mark, and we're going to call it a night, guys. Tierlando the 2, you lucky. One more time, Tierlando. You're going to get timed out. Okay, we're going to react to Kendra G, guys. As much as I'm talking about all this stuff about talking to people who are professionals or who's able to give sound advice, it's kind of ironic that Kendra G has had this dating show, this online show for about 4 or 5 years now, and she still ain't got a man that can call her husband. But she over here, black Republicans an oxymoron. No, it's not. He's a black Republican. It's not an oxymoron. That's what he is, man. He's a black Republican, Tierlando. You know, the surrounding towns in Chicagoland, the major cities are run by Republicans here. You know, when you see Democrat mayors here, you're seeing the shitty ass towns like Chicago and Brandon Johnson with his goddamn budget proposal, or you see Tiffany Henderson Dalton here, right? So let's go. Let's react to Kendra G, and then we're gonna call it now. I'm gonna give y'all, hopefully y'all gonna be safe if y'all gonna be clapping cheeks and everything. So let's do this here, guys. Oh, look at Kendra. My pause game is crazy, y'all. Look at Kendra, my pause game here. Let's react to this video, guys, before we get out of here tonight. Let's cook. Nose rings. The hell? For real. No sound, guys? Can y'all hear? No sound? I told you, hey, press the one in the chat. If there's no sound, do I gotta redo it again? Hold on, guys. I told y'all StreamYard. Can y'all hear? Was there no sound? It was no sound. Let me do this again, guys. I can't stand. I reported to StreamYard and they still giving me issues here. One second, guys. Let's do this here, guys. I might have to redo that. StreamYard acting real janky these days, man. I'm sick and tired of StreamYard doing this to me here. All right, let's do this again, guys. Press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear. I know you can hear me, not hear the clip. So when I'm gonna play the video again, press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear the video. Let's go.
No, you got a couple of nose rings, girl.
Yes, I do.
But your skin looks gorgeous.
Thank you. You are beautiful as well.
Thank you, girl. Now you know
Can
they're
y'all
gonna talk
hear
about
one?
these
If you can
nose
hear
rings.
two,
So
if
what
you
you want to
can.
say?
Okay,
It's just my personal style.
Okay. Now slay with Tay. Is that what do you want me to call you, love?
Yeah, Jate is my real name.
Jate.
Yes.
Jate, where you calling us from, sweetie?
Maryland.
Maryland.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
Okay. What do you do for a living to be able to have nose rings?
For real?
Yeah, I do makeup and modeling.
Okay.
You can hear it now? Okay, guys, before we continue the video here, I understand when young women want to have the nose piercings, but when women are single and they want to understand why they're single, it's because of the nose piercings. It's not a good look, ladies. It's not a good look. She's young at 27 years old. So this is a young woman's thing. But when you find older women like this here who don't get the picture, you know, they don't realize that rocking these nose rings and the aesthetic here, you're putting yourself out there for a certain man who only wants to clap cheeks. And the guy that you want don't want you because the man you want don't want nose rings unless you're involved in that type of an environment where guys are about the piercings and the tattoos and that type of game here. So let's get back to the video here. But ladies, y'all got to understand the things that you like, majority of men don't like. And if y'all trying to get a man and get a marriage, trying to get married here, y'all ain't gonna get a man with all these goddamn piercings here. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Also, you gotta have one of those type of jobs because you can't walk into corporate America with those nose rings, child. Model, you have any kids?
No.
No kids.
No kids. Are you ever been married?
No.
Never been
And what's
married.
your zodiac sign?
Damn zodiac.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 12th.
Okay, May 12th. I'm a Taurus, May baby too. So Jate, Maryland, 27, Taurus. She does makeup and modeling. No kids, never married. What kind of man are you looking for, girl?
Let's get into it, y'all.
So I would just say a man of integrity, like someone who has like morals and values and is marriage minded.
Okay, marriage minded. What are your deal breakers?
Marriage minded, huh?
Yes. Deal breakers, I would say someone who doesn't have ambition, someone who smokes, someone who has kids. That's definitely a deal breaker for me. No kids. And just someone who doesn't have confidence.
Okay, doesn't have confidence. Should he look a certain way? Wait,
Looks, y'all.
that was your deal breakers, right?
Yeah, those are my deal breakers.
Should he look a certain way?
I would say as long as he's taller than me and, you know, I'm attracted to him.
Okay. How tall are you?
Yeah,
I'm 5'7".
So he should be, would you date somebody 5'8" or no?
5'8", 5'9", yeah.
5'8", 5'9", you would?
Yeah.
That's a hard pause. Know what that means? That's a no, guys. That's a no. When that hard pause, which is like 5'8", 5'9". You see, women, what they want, they'll give you a definitive answer. When you have that little pause and you see that little smirk there, she's trying to give you an answer that sounds nice, that sounds attractive. Deep down, when you see that, fellas, you should know it ain't 5'8" or 5'9". She wants 6 foot, because they all want 6 foot here. Listen for the hesitancy here. Listen to the little stutter. Look at the body language. Even though she's saying yes, she's really saying no. Let's go.
Okay, she would. 5'8", 5'9". Should he make a certain amount of money?
Money, y'all.
I would say someone who can be a provider, and like I want to be a mom one day, so someone who can allow me to stay home with the kids and be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, so are you a stay-at-home mom for life after you have children, or just while you're raising the kids?
Well, I will always have like my own thing going on. I will always have like something going on the side, but just to be able to stay home with the kids, at least while they're young.
Okay. Can the guy have kids already?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So a marriage-minded man with no kids and just does well enough for her to be at home while she's raising the kids. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
So she
okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Everyone is saying you're pretty. I think the nose ring is a turn on for some people, but
it is a big
for the
turn
most
off.
part, your canvas is a pretty face.
Oh, wow.
Most guys don't like nose rings. I don't know why women don't understand
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone.
It's not for most men.
I think also that's a phase too. I think you might grow out of that because you're 27. We got to see your legs, honey.
No, I'm trying to turn the camera.
Okay.
Hey, before she comes back, guys, with all these nose piercings, why does she look like Xerxes from 300, y'all? I don't get it. Like, when women get these chains like this, and the piercings, and they think that's attractive, like, they need to stop talking to women and talk to more guys here if you really want to attract a man. Because she literally said that she wants to be married, she wants kids, she wants to stay at home with the kids until they're a certain age, and then she'll start working again. Well, the man that you want that's a provider, that's going to do these things, is not going to deal with all that metal on his face here. He's not going to go around the hot path here, to go around the path here so he can defeat Xerxes here, okay? This is straight up Xerxes from 300 going around the hot path here. You know what I'm saying? Gonna go against the Persians here. Stop playing with me, guys.
Oh, don't get disconnected.
Okay, let's try like this.
Listen to her body working with, guys.
Okay. All right. You look good.
Yeah. I work out. I try to work out at least 4 to 5 days a week.
Okay. All right. So Jate, should the guy be in Maryland?
No, he does not have to be.
Does not have to be. Okay. When was your last relationship?
It was last relationship.
My last relationship was about 6 months ago.
Recent.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Buns Glaze.
I'll pass.
Okay. It just happened.
3 flaws
last
you have
night,
to work
y'all.
on.
Yeah, so I would say just being able to communicate how I'm feeling. Like if I'm having apprehensions about the relationship, I need to be able to communicate how I'm feeling before like things boil over. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And then I would say just being available for, my man, like just making time, because like I'm really trying to, focus on myself and my goals, and I want to not forget about those things along the way, but I also want to be aware that I do want to have kids and I do want to have a family one day. So just trying to keep those things in mind while I'm chasing my goals.
Okay. What's the age range you would date, Jate?
Yeah, so I'm 27. I'll be 28 in May. So I think I would say about 30 to 40.
Okay, 30 to 40. And why would a man be lucky to be with you?
I would say a man will be lucky to be with me because I am career oriented and I also am marriage minded, and I'm able to separate the two. And I think that I can do both. I can have a family and I can chase my goals at the same time and make time for family life and career life and just try to be the best version of myself. That's always the goal. And I do think that I'm not in a mindset where I don't feel like I need a man. I do think that I need a partner to create like the vision that I have for myself. So
Okay. All right. So we got Jate, Maryland, 27, Taurus, makeup and model is what she does. No kids, never married. Wants a marriage-minded man. No kids, preferably. He doesn't have to be in Maryland. I can't remember.
He doesn't have to be in Maryland.
He doesn't, or he does.
He doesn't.
He does not.
No.
You said 30 to 40 of age, 30 to 40.
Yes.
Make enough money for when you guys get serious in marriage. She could stay at home with the children.
Yes.
Okay. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am not.
All right, girlfriend, you got to download the dating app and set up the.
We're not going to deal with the last part here because she's going to try to walk her through dating app here. Hey, I just want to do a quick recap here. We're not going to go through the last minute. So you got to download the app. What name you going to want? No, we're not doing that, But let me be honest here, right? She's not an ugly woman. This girl that just called up here, guys, she's not ugly. She's cute, attractive. The problem is, we can see it clear as day. She may not agree with it, maybe not, but when you see those piercings, you see that, that's a young feminist. She's a young feminist here. And ladies, you got to understand something here. If you are a young feminist and you actually want to be married, you need to talk to more men. The ladies in your circle are steering you wrong here. The ladies, the girls, your girlfriends in your circles probably saying, girl, that's a dope chain. I like the way that connects from from your nose to your lip and that little chain there. No guys want to deal with that. I shouldn't say no guys. I would say the majority of men ain't gonna deal with that. You see, and Kendra might be right saying it's a phase of her having those piercings like that. Maybe she grew out of it, but the majority of men don't want to deal with women with all those crazy ass piercings looking like that here, right? Men want women to look like ladies. We don't want women to look like goddamn soldiers in combats, And I best believe here, I don't have a problem with certain tattoos that are hidden, but if she got those kind of piercings here, I bet you she got a gang of tattoos as well. I'm not gonna hold you. If you moving like that, then you got some ink here. And I don't mind a few things of ink, but the type of man that she's looking for can't bring her to the company outing. We can't take you seriously when we go to the company dinner or what's going on a Friday night like this here, He's going to present a certain way, and then you're going to look the total opposite. It's not going to blend. It's not going to work out right. He may deal with it temporarily because them cheeks are nice. You know what I'm saying? The cheeks are good. The clapping is great, right? But what this man really wants is a wife or somebody that is presentable to his colleagues. If a guy who you really wanted and you came out there like this here, all his friends gonna be like, yo, you just clapping them cheeks, right, brother? It's not being taken seriously here. And so that's why I keep saying too many women, just like when they go to Kendra's show and they ask advice from her and not even getting the right sound advice, or just like all these other women getting advice from Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who ain't married, ain't got no kids, and they're trying to get to her to find out the information here. The average man is not checking for women like this here. And ladies, here's what you're missing here. We will entertain you for a short period of time. We will have a few drinks with you. And then once it's right, we will close the door and clap them cheeks. And you might be a fun, hell of a good time clapping those cheeks and everything. But you want to know something? After we done clapping them cheeks, know what you're going to remember? Damn, it was hard kissing her because all I kept kissing was the goddamn chains and nose piercing and rings that's connected here, right? And he may deal with that for a few times here. And then that man's going to get tired of them piercings. Be like, I can't take her out like I want to no more. You know, like I can smash. You know, we can go clap it. But what if I want to do something like, if I really want to take you seriously, I can't. And that's the thing, ladies, that you're not understanding. The man that you want, you need to talk to more men so that you can present yourselves to get that man. The current package that you're presenting yourself right now is somebody who's, you know, seem like you're a good person, you know, have a good time. But when it comes to marriage and kids, we don't want our wives looking like that. We don't want that. And if you're young and still trying to find yourself, that's cool, fine and dandy. But if you're really talking about how you want a man in a relationship here, the average man that you want doesn't want to deal with this here. And what a lot of women don't understand is that the majority of men, when you get to a certain age, we are naturally conservative here. We want our women to compliment us here. And what we see here is not a compliment. What we see here is you standing out. And if you're standing out here, you're not going to work here. We're not trying to say you got to be our slaves. We're not saying that, you know, it's one way or the highway at all. I'm saying here is if you really want what you really want, you have to conform, because the man that you want is for a lifetime. The way you're presenting yourself is just for a hot girl summer. So what's it going to be? Do you want just to have someone show you a good time and clap cheeks, or are you looking for forever? Because if you're looking for forever, you got to get on that man's accord. But if you're just cool, just kicking it and doing your own thing, you know, then hey, do you. But don't get mad when the men are passing you by, you know? And like I said, George, I'll pull it back up here. She looked like Xerxes. I might want to go out and watch 300 tonight right now. I want to go watch the Goat Path. I want to see them do their thing and fight all the Persians right now. I'm kind of getting into it right now. I've been drinking my old fashioned here tonight. I ain't been going crazy, guys. You know, I ain't been going crazy. But, you know, I don't want to see all those piercings. And women going to come in my comment section. They're going to email me and get on my case. Dave, not all women want you. No, I'm not saying all women want me. But you want to know something? I know more men than you. And the men that I know you want, and the men that you want think like me. And then if you say, well, I got a man here and he's spending time with me. Yes, he's spending time with you right now, but is he taking you seriously? That's a big difference that women just don't understand. And see, women don't understand that there's this thing called, we have our own version of the friend zone. It's just, we just gonna clap your cheeks. See, women will spend all their time with us and friend zone us, and we're just that friend, you know, and we'll do everything. They'll outspend time, take them out, they'll go kick it, do all that stuff like that. When it comes down to the get down, oh no, you're just like a brother to me. Right? And so we're stuck in this goddamn desert dick status where as soon as you zip up your pants, it's going to explode because you ain't getting none from old girl because you spent all this time, money, and everything like that, and she friend zoned your ass, guys. But ladies, our version of the friend zone is we will never go to that jewelry store and buy the ring that you want. We will never be exclusive with you. We'll be kicking it. We'll be homie lover friends. We'll go out and have a good time. You thinking it's one way, and at the end of the night, them cheeks be clapping and got you saying, Lord Jesus, and everything under the sun here. And then when you thinking that you right, take it to the next level, and he won't go there. And he won't go there because you are just what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want to be a wife, you need to already be a wife. You need to present yourself like a wife. You need to have the mentality like a wife. You just can't change when the man shows up and then you say, okay, I want to be married now, or I'm ready to be married. You need to already be that so that when the man chooses you, he sees that and then he goes through the process of getting to know you to see if he wants to go further and serious with you. But when you present yourself like this, you're a young girl. She seems like she's nice and everything, but it's not going to be nothing more, nothing less. And then when you get mad because that's all it is, you can't be mad because all you do is listen to your girlfriends. All you do is listen to the wrong professionals like Cheyenne Bryant. And all you do is listen to the matchmakers like Kendra, who will tell you what to do. And she's about 45, 46 years old. She's, what's this here? She knocking on that 50 burger, guys. And she ain't got a kid and ain't got a man in sight here, right? But for some reason, ladies want to look at women like this and say, she's attractive. You see Kendra's booty? I know Tia Orlando likes Kendra's booty, and I know Derek likes Kendra's boobs, right? Shout out to the people who like the assets, right? Look, she got a big booty, Dave. She look good. What are you talking about? She look good, but what man gave her last name? What man has gone on one knee? What man that says, I'm going to take you off the market? Zero. And you know the ironic thing is, I might need to react to it again when Kendra was on Kevin Samuels about 3.5 years ago. She admits that she was engaged and went back in college when she got out of college here. And what did she do? She broke up with that man. She threw away her magical Negro. See, for most of y'all ladies out there, y'all ain't never gonna get married. And it's not me being mean or rude, but the averages showcase that 26% of women will actually be married in our own black community here. And I love me black women. I love me a sister, right? But y'all getting the wrong advice from the wrong people who you call professionals here. And the thing is, most of y'all will find y'all magical Negro and throw that ninja away. So you need to stop trying to play the game thinking that, oh, I got this man here. I can keep running it back because I'm going to get another man. No, you're not, because you know what men see? You had a good man and you threw him away. If you threw this man away, what are you going to do to me? Right? You had yourself a magical Negro. You had your magical son to come through here. And what you do about it? You throw him away. You said he was too nice. Or like in certain situations, you weren't ready to get done with your hot girl summer. You weren't ready to be done with the streets, you know? And y'all gotta learn, streets don't love you. The streets don't love anybody. You know why? Because the streets is the streets. Lord have mercy. Says Kendra on that premenopause, that fog brain is hitting her hard. Yeah, she's got to be close to premenopause right now, Sheila. I mean, like, I'll be 45 coming up, so she's got to be 45 going on 46, I think, Kendra. So that premenopause has got to be here. She probably got her eggs on ice right now. It's the only thing that's going to save her. So Kendra is very attractive, but has not a clue, damn near goofy. Yeah, here's the thing. She is attractive. And that's the thing that women don't understand when they try to grill me or come at me. I'd never said that Kendra was ugly. I'd never said that there's a gang of beautiful women in their 40s. But women don't understand how men look at women when they get to a certain age. You know, unless that woman's already our wife, we don't look at 40-year-old women the same way that y'all ladies look at 40-year-old women. And that's the problem in the black community. Well, and Jay-Z did that song a long time ago. It was almost like 20 years ago. 30 is the new 20. Remember they tried to start that crap, guys? 30 is the new 20. No, it's not. 30's 30. 30's not the new 20. 30, 30. And then they try to up it up then. 30's the new 20. 40 is the new 30. 50 is the new 40. No, it's not. You guys have arrested development and y'all scared to grow up, right? Because you wasted your youth and now you're trying to hang on to your youth as long as possible. The beauty about life is getting older. The beauty of life is finding somebody to be with as you go older with. There's nothing better than if you can find someone to kick it with and be old and get old with and then be boring with. Because you know what, though? After a while, being in the streets gets kind of tired. It don't love you. You burn a lot of money, and then you're running through a lot of people, and you're building your body count up, ladies. And eventually, then that body count keeps growing and growing, and you can't pair bond with nobody. And then you wonder why you can't find a man, because you keep running the streets, and the streets don't love you, and the streets don't love anybody. So you love that sound drop, Sheila? Says, some women my age act like 12 years old. I'm embarrassed. I forgot the one sister's name. I can't think of her name right now. Damn it, I just drew a blank here. I can't think of the sister's name. But I was watching the video from her a long time ago, and she was like, majority of black women, because she's a black woman herself, she's like, we may be grown, but mentally, we don't get past 14 years old. I was like, oh my God. She's like, trust me, all the women in my family, my aunts, they may be grown at times, but in actuality, they're 14-year-old kids. We don't grow up. And that's the problem. Arrested development. We don't want to grow up. But that's the beauty about life. We should look forward to growing up. We should look forward to each year as being different and maturing and graduating to the next phase in life here. But for some reason, y'all ladies got hypnotized by thinking by staying young forever. That's not the case. Can't stay young forever. We all hit a certain point where we got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep moving. Staying in the back in that rear view, it's going to only hinder us, y'all. It's only going to tear us down. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. We're knocking on the 3 hours, guys, and it's time for me to call it quits here. I appreciate everybody who rocked with me tonight here. Is this it here? Nope. There we go. We put this here. Yeah, we're going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to give y'all the rest of y'all Friday night. You know, shout out to the Ninja Watchers. If y'all enjoyed the show, make sure you press a like button here. For the replay gang, hey, make sure y'all press a like too as well and comment in the regular comment section because y'all can't be in the live stream here. Shout out to everybody who dropped the supers, the super chat, super thanks, super stickers. Shout out to people in the Cash App game here. Shout out to everybody who are the new members here that came the last couple of days here, you know, as we are growing here. I can't give you any concrete information about this weekend here. We'll see how it goes here. All I gotta say is it's cold as hell out here in Chicago. So who knows? I might be pulling up this weekend because I got nothing else going on but a damn little kid's birthday party, you know? I'm not aging badly because I don't worry about aging like these banshees. I feel you, Sheila. I feel you. So guys, I appreciate everybody here. Likes up in the building, comment section. Appreciate everybody showing love to the channel as we moving towards 25,000 subscribers and beyond here. But on that note, guys, I'm that dude named Dave. I'll catch y'all at the next video, next live stream. Deuces.